Ninja, it's Gung Ho Jimmy.
Yo. Ali.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone.
Thank you for coming to our Ninja God Showdown today. Do you like our sick video with our lineup of our participants today? The Ninja team worked really hard on it, so please praise us more.
Alright. The team is great. Or more, they're the GOAT.
Woo! Now let's get started, shall we? Today we have 16 contestants facing off for the ultimate crown. So let's see who will be leading with the grand prize, which is a $200 Amazon gift card and an in-game Gunchi blue t-shirt.
And as you just saw in that video, we have a stacked group of entrants battling down for the showdown today. We'll also be having amazing commentators joining us today. Give it up for Ochi and J-Man.
It's honestly, it's kind of nice to be back.
Yeah, are you happy?
I missed out on the last one, man. I having the new job and everything. I didn't get an opportunity to watch it, but I ended up watching the highlights of it. And good God, man! I mean, the last lineup.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Last lineup was nuts.
It was a very exciting one indeed. Not gonna lie to you. It sucks that you were able to commentate, but still, I was still gonna give a shout out to our homie Snug for filling in your big shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're that big shoes to fill, to be honest. I mean, commentating is just something we do because we enjoy it and we have fun doing it. And at the end of the day, that's why I enjoy doing it. So
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm sure if I were have to miss one, you and Snug would do a very fantastic job.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. I gotta say though, watching some of the clips at the beginning, man, wow! I gotta my favorite clip, and that's gotta be that basically the super flame from Booker. Good lord, did they get like the entire lobby with that? Cause oh my god.
Yeah.
That was just such an insane clip.
Well, thank you so much for coming back as our commentators, and we are really excited to have you both back for today. Welcome back, J-Man. And with let's get right into it with the full participant bracket for today.
Right. Wow. So introducing our 16 dope competitors today. What are your guys' thoughts on this lineup today?
It's an interesting lineup. Right, this is a lineup where I feel a lot of the people who have already qualified to be like the Ninja Gods and those who have already won the previous invitationals have earned their spot, and now this is more of I wouldn't say not as competitive group, because looking at a lot of these players in this group, it's still a very competitive group, but this is a bigger mix of the player base that we've seen in one of these Ninja God Invitationals, Ochi.
Love that.
Oh yeah, I agree. This is a very mixed bag of participants here that we may or may not have seen before in the community. So I'm very excited to see what they'll have to show for us very, very soon. And I wish all of them the best of luck.
I love that. It's a good mix of familiar faces, new faces, and it's the best group to have for our fourth Ninja God.
The true community showdown.
Oh, so you got any favorites? Jimmy, you got any favorites? Yeah, any of you have any favorites just looking at the 16?
I'm gonna be fair and square here and keep my opinion to myself for now, but I love all characters. The look of the character falls into one of my judging categories, so I think I'm just gonna eye it out and see who I'm gonna start shipping for. I
respect that. I respect the drip acknowledgement. That is part of the reason why this game honestly is so fun. I love the customization.
Love that too. I love that aspect too.
Yeah, as for myself, I really don't have anybody that I'm like. I'm not picking favorites at the moment. I'm completely neutral. I'm completely neutral this time around. Like I have high expectations for everyone here, so I hope whoever makes it, and they do pretty good, that's who I'm gonna root for. The person who does the best. How about that?
Yeah,
the
we got.
the person who pulls
Yes.
off the coolest combo.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Facts. Facts, Ochi. I mean, to be fair though, like we have to kind of talk about as we get into these games too. I mean, our meta's shifted a little bit since the last Ninja God Invitational. I mean, variable stance is still a weapon, and the slash kicks and the crush pop is still weapons that we're going to be seeing a lot. But
Right.
recently, Ochi, obviously, we've been seeing a lot of the rise of the board weapons because of their recent improvements.
Oh yeah, the buff to Sonic Trick has been substantially increased the usage of Sonic Trick weapons like Mastery Ward and Kama. Plus, we got another one coming on the way soon too. So that's gonna be wrong weapon.
Well, technically, it's a surfboard. It's still a board. But
It's true.
It's
Still
true.
like,
It's true.
You're literally, I don't know where let's be honest, I don't know where these kids got the doors to go smack other ninjas around with, but
look, no hard feelings if I come out of the blues smacking you in the back of the head with
smacking
the
you
door.
in the door. Like, the irony of that is just so funny to me. It's like, oh, we have a surfboard weapon. It's a door.
it's a door. Alrighty, well, I think right now we will get right into it. Let's get the show on the road, and best of luck for everyone competing today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are going to be, I believe, seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, Ali, we're going to be moving on to Group A first.
We will be moving on to Group A first. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So let me take a look here. Who do we got? Group A.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have Swaggy, Ninja Hoverboy, Metatai, McQuick, Stowe, Space Ninja, Draculaura, and NPC 1. Thoughts,
Yeah.
Ochi? Kind of getting into this group? I mean, I have my favorites. I have some community friends in here as well, but I have 3 in mind just kind of right off the bat that I think you and I are going to be seeing put on a bit of a show.
Well, since I know who NPC01 is, I can tell you he is not to be underestimated. But I can say that about pretty much everyone in the group. But alrighty, thank you for that info.
Alrighty.
I'm thinking it could easily, depending on how it goes into the early game, it can go in anybody's favor.
It really can. Yeah.
But from what I've seen last night, I think Swaggy got it in the bag.
Swaggy, I gotta be pulling for Swaggy a little bit. I think Swaggy's definitely improved as a player since throughout the seasons, and you and I, Ochi, we have watched that improvement come through in more ways than one as well. It's not just Swaggy's game sense now; it's more so their playstyle that has changed as time has gone on, and they have only gotten better.
But yeah, Swaggy's gonna do pretty good. Metatai is also gonna be doing good. They got a really good corn bat. McQuick also a very good player. I can also see him doing pretty well.
And
you can't doubt the NPC over there. He has a very good cannon. He's probably the only cannon player in out of everybody in the group. So
look, the last person
Very
you're gonna
true.
expect is an NPC to roll up on you and sweep the entire tournament, Ochi, but it's very possible.
We'll see how. That being said, I think we should be moving on to the battles. Is that right, Ali?
Yeah, let's say goodbye to the commentators and let you guys get a view on all the action. Let's get this party started.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it rolling.
All right, Ochi. Game 1. We are heading to Shinobi City. This map you and I have different histories with, I'm sure.
Very, very different histories for sure.
This is definitely one of the maps that is going to obviously be, it's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot to keep track of. So we're going to try our best to make sure everything goes smoothly.
I can't wait to see what's gonna go on. Like, I just wonder who's really. The main question is who's gonna really top in this first match. Like, it's definitely gonna come down to whoever. Well, since it's Shinobi City, it's probably going whoever gets to their big weapon the fastest. It's probably gonna sweep the entire lobby.
100%. This is one of those maps where the sooner you have the big weapon, the better. Honestly. This is honestly one of those maps where I feel sometimes if I'm playing Shinobi City, I'll just run Strike Big just to have that early advantage because it can really change the dynamic of how you play this map considering it is so small. A lot of the drones are hotly contested at the beginning and a lot of the locations aren't really, I mean, obviously a lot of the locations of the drones here aren't really well hidden. Most of the drones here are in open, relatively open courtyard areas, although they are a bit smaller courtyards. But no matter where you are on this map, you can probably bet that you are being seen by at least another player.
Unless you're really sneaky like a true ninja. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes once the game gets started.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing everybody's weapons. I mean, I think you and I saw a little sneak preview of a couple interesting weapons in the lobby, but there are some people playing weapons that I didn't expect them to play game one. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep that or if they switch up going into round two from there.
Well, how many? All right, the real question: how many variable stances are there?
I'm gonna say three. I'm gonna say three variable stances at least. But I'm also gonna say I think we're gonna see at least maybe one or two boards coming out of this. Right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think that's a default katana actually. From Laura that we're actually seeing as well, which is
katana.
Choice. Yeah, standard Ippon katana, and something quite nice off the bat as already an engagement is happening, and I believe that is a cannon being charged. So if I'm not mistaken, that is NPC fighting Laura in the corner here, and it looks like Laura is just trying to...
Is that Strike Big she has on?
Yes, it is.
Like
Indeed, Strike Big they have on, but of course they are going to be their drone looks like they're going to get stolen, and they're going to have to guard the gum needle. They're not going to be able to.
And that's a full combo.
Yeah,
the first round of the game. Let's go.
It's going to fall, of course, to NPC running that cannon there. As Laura comes off the respawn, jumps into the corner. Looks like Meta and possibly Swaggy in that corner there. No, not actually Swaggy. That's Space Ninja there in the corner. Nice wide attack, but here comes the variable stance and of course the gum shot and the dragon comes in out of nowhere. Ochi.
Yep. Always expect the dragon when you least expect it, because that's usually how games like that go around, especially in this day and age. Because a thing like Energy Hoarder exists, and you can easily get dragons within the blink of an eye in any special. But we see here,
switching over, we have Yokai with fighting in the corner there, catches one at least for a minute, but it's going to activate their blast barrier. Obviously a little bit of protection there. Nobody in this lobby is running Golden March. Obviously that is a big thing. We don't see a lot of trick ball players in this lobby, and Golden March and Beyond the Gum can now forcibly transform your opponents under certain ninjutsu conditions here, as NPC looks like they might be falling to Yokai there. Hello?
Oh, hello?
What happened?
What happened? Okay.
Hey, we are seeing the this is spectator cam lag. It does happen, all things considered, sometimes in multiple games as well, as we see NPC running around with the cannon here, trying to get some work done. So, tough to see where they are on the scoreboard right now, but we'll obviously have to see where they go on the results as we jump over to our first place, who seems to be Sun Yokai at the moment. That number one cam with the dragon comes flying in, and Swaggy gets sent into the wall there. Yokai obviously wanting to disengage here.
Alright, look like we've seen another skirmish here coming in. Oh, and now we get to see some beautiful clouds in a beautiful day sky. It seems like we have Stu in first place. I wonder how many Ippons they've gotten with that ninja carpet, which is also a very surprising choice to see somebody actually play that weapon nowadays. Yeah. You know, when it came out, nobody really played it at all. You know.
You saw Carpet get. I was gonna say you saw Carpet get played a little more as Gum Laser kind of got that nice like instant bind buff, but now it's
played
nearly.
Are we gonna see a parry into a bind? And we see a weapon break here. And McQuick gets splatted into the wall.
Yeah, that is just
That was
unfortunate
Dracula,
there for
right?
McQuick. Yeah, that was Dracula taking out McQuick there for a minute, and it just seemed like it's gonna be that situation where the Sonic trick you see comes in. Ooh!
What a confirm.
Yeah, I think maybe Sonic Trick picked up the E-Pwn there on the bound opponent. So solid pickup from McQuick there.
See, I've been seeing people use Sonic Trick with Matsuri board lately, and I'm thinking about picking it up too. And here we get to see our first beast of the match. Let's see what McQuick can do with this. It looks like they're just fishing for drones for a moment. Yeah, probably that's the best thing to do right now if you can't find anything. But he gets immediately. What even hit him?
I don't know. His Shinobi Beast just suddenly exploded.
He just evaporated.
Yeah, I wanna guess it was probably a mix of a couple ninjutsus coming in because obviously Shinobi Beast having
that dragon.
Health. Yeah,
and then that dragon came, so maybe to the dragon. But you can see another dragon from Metatai, so I guess
the meta on that Cornbat as well. So obviously one of the weapons we saw them going to play right off the bat. So should be an interesting game. We do see Yokai on the top with Stu close behind them here, but Stu on that drone bonus. Still not going to be enough to push them into first though, Ochi.
You know, I forgot Sun Yokai was even playing. I forgot.
Yeah.
He didn't see he had a different name. I was like, that's right. Sun Yokai is in this lobby, so that's another person. Another person to look out for. Oh my!
It's so funny to me seeing Swaggy's character and Yokai's character right next to each other because first off, I love that outfit, but the fact that they look so like relatively similar in that outfit is like okay. Look, yeah, I thought it was Swaggy with the hat at first too. It wasn't just me. But yeah, it looks like Swaggy, Stu, and Yokai taking our game one. So very nice game from both of them. Those three as well, Ochi. So doing a fantastic job. Game one. Game two is going to take us, if I'm not mistaken, Ochi, to Fort Riverdale, which obviously changes the entire mindset of how you play Ninjala with all those extra energy orbs that are lying around on that map, making Energy Hoarder a very versatile card on this map.
I agree with you there, but still, in my opinion, this is one of my weaker stages. I always just go when I play this. Usually go for the gum machines.
Yeah, you go for those early gumball machines. Me, it's I don't necessarily struggle on this map, but I can understand like where you're coming from. Sometimes there is a lot of ground to cover on this map, and it does seem like a lot of the fights are more so out of the way, and unless you have an ninjutsu, you really don't want to try and take those fights.
Plus, it's in this map, especially with a weapon that I play. So, like with Order Claws, like people really like to run away from you because people are really scared of that instant bind combo that we have. So
those claws. I haven't picked up claws in a hot minute since the slash kicks came out, but hey, man.
It's not. I mean, I still play it against even against slash kicks. It's a good time. It's a good time, as long as you don't get caught.
Yeah, that is true. As long as you don't get caught with the claws, you're fine. But the moment you get hit with like a gum ghost, oh, I'm sorry, it's over.
I mean, it can go either way. If I don't get hit by variable stands, I'm good. If they don't get hit by pretty much anything that I do, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Well, getting into game two, I mean, looking at some of the weapons that a lot of our players played into the second game, I am honestly surprised NPC placed as low as they did with the cannon on Shinobi City, and I think part of that is probably due to the fact that it's Shinobi City, and while cannons can be very strong on Shinobi City in the right circumstances, sometimes for cannons it can get a little too hectic on Shinobi City. So maybe NPC will have a better.
But then again, I think in my actual opinion, I think Powwow does better on Shinobi than Oedo.
Yeah,
for Oedo, I think Oedo is better in this stage. In my personal opinion, but Powwow can do just as good too because Super Fling is too good not to have.
Yeah, I agree. I think Super Fling is it's still super strong. It does if I'm not mistaken, it still does 300 damage.
Just about,
which is enough to kill basically any weapon in the game with the exception of hammer classes. So it's a super strong weapon. Super Fling's a great special, but Oedo Cannon obviously has that all-powerful Gum Needle, and Gum Needle is such
exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, forcing the guard forcing your opponent to guard is such a big benefit because you can essentially keep them in block stun to set up a break read, or you can force them to use a guard and then use a powerful strike that's going to deal enough damage to obviously break that. Break that guard for another combo. So there are multiple ways and effective ways to use Oedo Cannon. Obviously, learning to use those breaks in those cannon combos is one of the biggest things.
Exactly that. I was gonna say exactly that stuff because like I like the combos you can do with Oedo Cannon, but Super Swing is just really good to have.
Super Fling is Super Fling.
Exactly. It's just like saying Super Strength Strike was Super Strength Strike back when it was still strong.
Oh, we don't talk about Season 10. We don't talk about Season 10 Super Strength Strike. Not anymore, Ochi. The community suffered enough from that.
I mean, I suffered enough from that.
We all suffered enough.
I climbed the Ninja God during that season, and it was not fun.
I heard stories and I heard rumors about that. That was
that was arguably one of my the Super Strength Strike meta was arguably one of my least favorite seasons.
I agree. I think the variable stance meta has also kind of like worn on people a little bit, but now that it's got a further extended cooldown than it normally has now, obviously with the latest patch since the last Ninja God Invitational and this one, the cooldown on variable stance has been increased even more.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not as strong with that.
I wonder what they're going to do next.
I was going to say, it is still probably it's still a very powerful alter special regardless when it is off cooldown. It is something you have to be aware of as we get into the game here.
All right, so we do see a weapon change. I was wondering when we were going to see any weapons. I thought everyone was going to stay the same weapons, but we do see a weapon change here from Katana to Extreme Motor. So we're going to see how that goes. We also see that they have you see that? You see that right there? They got Master of Change, but to no avail. They didn't get to use it at all. Oh wait,
Yes, they did. Yes,
they did. Never mind. I didn't see it at all. I couldn't see it. I'm blind. I was blind.
Fiery Raid, I actually think caught 2 off that Master of Change.
Yeah, it was. You're actually right. I underestimate how much range that has. I don't have it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Fiery Raid is quite good, and obviously that additional burn damage is really nice, and that spin stun I believe it puts on you is also very destructive, as Laura unfortunately is going to be falling there in that regard. So coming off their respawn, it looks like there was one over on that right side door there, Ochi, but obviously Laura getting a nice spawn, but here comes the variable stance, the gum shot, and that is going to be Swaggy picking up a very quick Epon onto Laura, and I think he also stole the drone
yes,
in that
he did.
as well.
He definitely did steal that drone. We see Laura coming in, respawning back in to see, but she immediately gets seen, and here comes McQuick smashing her into the wall yet again. Yeah, oh man, I don't think she's going to be coming back strong I don't think she's going to be coming back really strong at all after that one.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Laura there to jump into a situation where I just lost my iframes. Unfortunately, someone spotted you out very quickly, and
the room is dead. You love this. You know, this isn't a Lajala stream without something happening.
You're entirely right. I see Allie laughing in the background here as well on this as well. So.
All right, well, welcome back. We have some technical difficulties, so we'll be right back. Going into another room. What would you say is the best way to deal with this kind of situation? What kind of attitude do you need as a gamer?
GG.
Come down to those two alphabets, I suppose. Yes.
Yeah. Just 2 letters, 2 simple letters. You know.
This is honestly, not a Ninjala stream without some scuff.
You're right. It's not a Ninjala stream without some scuff, and I saw you laughing hysterically at the moment Ochi said that, Allie.
Yeah.
Even
it's a tradition.
Yeah, it is. It is. I feel like it is a tradition at this point. But even in a situation like this, Jimmy, kind of getting back to your point, no matter how you're playing right now, you have to kind of keep a level head. Whether it's a root crash, whether it's a technical difficulty, you really have to maintain a level head no matter what you do. Now, I've played competitive games for many years myself, and the biggest thing that you learn to manage is there will be other players and other teams that do things to frustrate you, and you have to just stay calm in the situation. Because if you stay calm, you'll be able to find a solution sometimes the team is just better than you, and you just have to live with that. But staying calm will put you at more of an advantage, puts you in the mental mindset to be like, okay, I made a mistake. Where can I improve here? And you
That's
move
very
on.
true. Man, the battle starts here too, so it's super important to stay calm. I totally agree with you there.
Definitely, it's always best to have a level head and
Gee.
Oh, gee.
especially in a competitive format, you gotta keep that level head.
Your
Absolutely.
your mic exploded a little bit there, so we
I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, speaking of competitive games, I still owe you a match in a certain fighting game.
You do. I haven't played since the patch dropped, man. We do need to do that.
Yeah,
We'll get to that in time.
in due time. Maybe when a character actually like comes into the game. But
I mean,
Crusader
I like the next character coming out, so you know.
yeah, true.
Well, I think we're almost ready because our amazing team behind is putting together a new battle. Hopefully it'll be soon, but I hope you guys are
Now-
excited for this.
Question for you, Jimmy. Obviously, everybody who comes off that disconnect, they're all having to play the same weapon, I would imagine, correct?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, whenever your rematch happens, yeah, they'll have to keep the same weapons as they were using.
All right, so we are going to be seeing a lot more of that katana from Laura. Obviously, McQuick on that board. It'll be interesting, OG. I mean, we got a little bit of a hint of what we could see in that game. Obviously, Master of Change Fiery Raid was something I don't think you or I expected, but obviously paid some dividends early there in that match. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see how this match kind of plays off, because now that everybody knows what they're playing, maybe some strategies will change.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Well, we're definitely gonna see what's happening when things are back into here. Hopefully, some people will have a better start than the others, but we'll see how it goes this time. I know some of the people who are already having a good start are going to be pretty upset about it because they're going to have to start over. Because who knows how things are going to change now to people know what weapon you're playing.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's still unpredictable what you can do. So you're just going to have to do your best to see if you can get that W.
Yeah, well, we're just trying to get everybody back into the lobby here. So it's just going to be a couple more minutes as we go.
I don't going back to what you guys were talking about, I didn't realize how it's such a strategic mind play as well to like your weapon choice before you even enter that battle, right? So you showed your cards in this situation. They showed their cards and they're really having to like re-strategize at some moments.
Yeah, and that kind of goes into who is... If I'm one of the players who's at the top of the lobby usually, and I'm confident in my abilities, I see everybody's weapons and seeing their literal cards, as you said, showing their cards literally and figuratively in this case. Who is my best matchup where I'm going to succeed 9 times out of 10 against them? That is who I'm going for.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's a good game to plan to have.
That's a good tip.
It's either you take the fight that you know you're going to win, or stop the person who's winning from winning. Or
Yeah. And it all depends on obviously everybody's play style. I always like to challenge who's at the top of the board if I can, because if you can disrupt their momentum, there is a much better chance that you or other players will be able to take advantage of that momentum, which I think is a big thing. But there are also other circumstances where if I'm in the middle of the pack and I need some easy points, I'm maybe going to go for the couple people who are below me in that leaderboard just to make sure that I can get some points off them and attempt to catch up to that first place player, all while interrupting possibly them getting more points in the process.
But yeah, I also like challenging the people who are in first, because my goal when I play is to stop people from getting momentum. I'm sorry, but I want to win, so I would do whatever I can to stop you from winning.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that mindset. I agree with that mindset. I think it's a very optimal strategy.
Yeah, I like playing aggressively, but at the same time, I have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to run away, and all that.
That's true.
You still have as much as aggressive you want to be, you still have to think smart like and be aware of your surroundings because third partying in this game is like almost, if not,
It's
one of the best
guaranteed.
ways of winning.
Yeah, third partying is guaranteed now. Very seldomly, especially with the focus on Ninjala's more projectile heavy meta that we have kind of seen with variable stance and now the Sonic Trick buffs and even the Golden March buff. Golden March feels almost like a projectile in that regard with how far it travels and its interruption on barrier and being able to forcibly transform anything. A lot of that stuff has played into how these players approach the game, and it's also led to a lot more third partying. Very seldomly, you're now going to get those 1v1 fights. If you're confident in your 1v1 fights and you can end it quickly without having a fear of being third party, that's great and go for it. But most of the time, you have to be aware and you have to adapt to the immediate situation if another person comes in.
Oh, awesome. I think we have everybody in the room again, at the matching lobby again. So I think we will be starting the game shortly.
Beautiful.
All right. Like nothing happened, y'all.
I don't know what you're
Run
talking
it
about. I don't know what you're talking about, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, let's get right back into this. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this chat right now. Oh my god.
Hey, you said it before we started. And Ninjala chat be wild, and no matter who's streaming.
For real, for real.
Oh,
The puns.
Yeah, the puns
in
the
this
puns
chat.
are everywhere in the chat. Community is wholesome when they want to be, man. Absolutely. We're just waiting on one more player, and our game is going to start very quickly here. I'm very excited to see where this match goes. Now that we have gotten a taste of Hidochi, I'm excited to get into our next game.
Mm-hmm. But and just like
They did the thing. The chat. Apparently we did the thing, Ochi. I don't know what
we did the we did the thing. Yeah, we did the thing.
We turned on the UI. Yes, that was we did that. Yeah, I think you did.
Used our magic powers to turn back on the UI.
Yes, we used our magical powers of behind the scenes people. The greatest power of them all, Ochi. No one ever expects the behind the scenes people.
No one ever expects the shadow ninjas behind the scene.
All right. So going back to Fort Riverdale, Ochi, obviously we're going to be seeing same weapons, same mindset, but again, different strategies going into it. It's going to be interesting to see how everybody plays. Laura, I will admit, Laura had a bit of a what we saw from that last match. Laura had a bit of a rough spot going down twice in a row.
Yeah,
but
she's in my opinion, she was too focused on trying to find people to hit with Master Change. What is that move called again?
Fiery Raid.
Fiery Raid. Yeah, see, that's how you know I don't have that special. That's like I don't use that weapon, so I wouldn't know what it's called.
Yeah, I don't have them all either. I'm close, but I don't have all the other specials yet.
Yeah, so yeah. He kept trying to go for Master of Change Fiery Raid, so I think she got spotted out immediately trying to hit it, so she probably had to try her best to hide a little better.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing Swaggy do a similar thing, at least at the beginning. Obviously, going for that early gumball machine is very important. That does give you that free unit of S energy. As McQuick meets Swaggy in the bottom, the net, that's going to bind McQuick with a very nice delay and a very clean, smooth board combo right there. Variable stance, unfortunately, is going to lose the Sonic Trick because variable stance, yeah, that don't flinch you.
Yeah, like I'm feeling like LA now here with all these chants.
Yeah, indeed. And Swaggy coming off the respawn here, gonna just move the drone a little bit, being met with Space Ninja in the corner. Good blocks though from Space Ninja. Swaggy's gonna get caught by, I believe that is the Ring Chop Scrap Saber. So Swaggy opting to disengage here. Oh, actually going down to find Stu in the back. Catches them, is gonna pick up a KO on that. So at least some points back on the board for Swaggy, and he already has his next target with that drone.
As much as it's not as played anymore, Ring Chop is still a strong alter special overall, in my opinion. But good to see McQuick, Swaggy here, almost with his big weapon, and he gets the third party in, but he gets more from the Golden March, which we thought we thought we weren't going to be seeing, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, we are seeing the gold march. It does pick up the KO on to
I think he's going to do.
Swaggy.
I think he's going to do a lot better this time around with over a Widow Cannon here, because Golden March is super strong now, which is it was also one of the weapons that got buffed in the most recent patch.
Yeah, and up.
Oh,
Not again.
oh,
Not again.
oh! Who did it? Who did it?
Who broke
Which
the
one of
lobby?
you did it? Which one of you broke the lobby?
I blame Jimmy.
So,
Oh my god!
everyone, we're terribly sorry for what has happened.
Yes, sorry everyone.
We'll be
Oh no, Jimmy died.
going to be on it.
Well,
Hey, do I
third
need the whole lobby?
Yeah,
they
I
do
was gonna
say.
say, Ochi, boot up the dial. Let's go.
They say
I'm
third time
already
is a
on.
charm.
Our team is hard working on this issue right now. Best believe we'll be back strong.
I wonder if like Allie playing with the internet, Jala. Allie, you got to pay the Jala bill.
I know. I'm a little late on my bills. Oh, yeah.
All right, who's potato Wi-Fi is crashing the lobby? Says the chat.
Who's responsible?
The only thing we can do in this situation is laugh at it because it never ceases to be funny.
Rip Jimmy though.
Yeah, rip
Rip
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
We're all on it.
Alright. Let me try. Let's wager my Jala internet in this right now.
I swear to God, if you don't pay your Jala, your internet Jala bill,
I'm on it. Alrighty, let me double check.
quick, somebody give Jimmy a max revive.
I think they did that already. I think Jimmy.
I need it now.
Right now.
They say
Third time is
they do
definitely a
say
charm.
third time is the charm. They do.
I trust that too.
Yo, Jimmy, while we're waiting, you want to do a 1v1 real quick?
Yeah. Let me boot up. Yeah.
Quick match.
Could get a one-on-one lesson, right? It'd be-
Yeah, I
it'd
mean,
be-
hey,
Yo, Jimmy, you want to learn how to play? You want to learn how
Yeah,
to play?
Ochi and I'll go at it for like an hour.
it'd be an
honestly.
honor.
Ochi and I have some of the most interesting claw duplicate battles. Like we literally sky uppercut at the exact same time, like 9 times out of 10.
It was like
It is
it's like
just-
watching a choreographed dance performance.
Literally.
Right. That's, you know, the thing where they're like, you know, let's dance. It's actually it's practically a dance that requires 2 people. So
Indeed.
Indeed, it does. But yo, Jimmy, if you wanna learn the ways of the 1v1, we can teach you how to do some 1v1s.
from the great himself,
Yeah, we taught June how to 1v1. We can teach you. We can teach you how to.
We can teach anybody how to 1v1. Let's be honest.
honestly, that would be amazing. What do you guys think, chat? Do you think I should level up with these guys?
Yeah, definitely want to level up with us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been you know, new to the Gunho team, but immediately I was just always attracted to Ninjala. First, like I mentioned earlier, from kind of like the looks, and then now I'm like really in tune with like just taking time during my day to like be involved with the battle aspect as well. It's just such an interesting like I love the action packed and like so many moves that you can do within the game.
Yeah, I think that something that still gives it its charm. I love all the moves we have. I love the uniqueness of every weapon and which weapon feels more.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things where I genuinely enjoy the game and it's in all of its aspects. And every game has its issues, and we all go through that. And we all know that this game has issues, and we still play the game, and we fight through all those issues despite that because we enjoy it. That's
don't even get me started on season 13.
Can we talk? Can we talk about the new ninjutsu that's coming though? Man, that thing's it's gonna be a nightmare. That thing's just gonna appear above you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh no!"
Instant death.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you ain't blocking that. You ain't blocking a giant anyway.
The Tekken dive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first they gave us the Izuna drop with the claws. Now they gave us the foot dive. You know, like,
foot dive.
Foot dive.
Oh man, I can't wait to try out the door. It's gonna be so much fun, especially with that new special.
Our fighting game knowledge extends more than just Ninjala.
Before Ninjala, I came from the fighting game community, so I play a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
And I used to be very competitive in Smash as well.
Oh, amazing!
See, I never got good at Smash to like want to take it seriously. I just picked a funny Dragon Ridley and smack people. That's all I do.
Yeah. Before Ultimate though, in Smash 4, I used to be like one of the top players in my area. So, but then I just kind of went down. After Ultimate though, I kind of just like stopped because I got bored.
No, I feel that. You need a refresher every once in a while.
And then Ninjala came out, and I've just been here since.
Yeah, you and I have been here a long time now. Beta is all the way to what are we have upcoming now? Season 16, 15 coming up now in a couple weeks.
Season 15 will be coming out.
Wow, I feel old. in more ways than one, I feel old.
No. Let's just say you're seasoned.
We're very seasoned.
You know, that's fair. I'll accept that.
Yeah, season 15 will be coming out, I believe, on the 23rd of November, right on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right as Thanksgiving drops. So that'll be a nice day.
Has a nice mecha theme. I really love like the outfits they have. There's just super cyber looking.
Yeah,
yeah. The season's gonna be really fun. I can't wait.
Yo,
and then with the Miku collab coming as well. That's
that's gonna be electric.
I know everybody's excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that Miku collab come back, a lot of people were like, "Oh, we got a Tokyo Revengers Part 2. We got a Demon Slayer Part 2. Bring back Miku. Bring back Sonic." Everyone was like, "Yeah."
Heck yeah! While everyone's waiting, if you want to keep up with like the new info on Ninjala, make sure to follow our socials. Our tag is Play Ninjala, right, Ali?
Yes, tag us Play Ninjala and follow us on Play Ninjala for pretty much every platform.
Hey, while we're at it, you know?
I was gonna say, whoever's been running the social media behind your guys' account now is just doing a fantastic job. So,
thank you.
Yo, J-Man, what's your favorite fighting game to play nowadays?
Ooh, now that is a good question. Honestly, I haven't played a lot of fighting games recently. I've been back on my MMORPG kick in recent memory. I was, like I said before, we were here. I was doing one now. Honestly, the most recent fighting game I've played that I want to play, and it's a game I owe you a 1v1 in, actually.
Yeah, Dungeon Fighter, yeah.
Get up duel. Gotta rock on that.
Yeah, for me, I've been playing Blaze Blue for the longest time ever.
Nice. Yeah, Blaze Blue.
Yeah, basically, like, pretty much a good chunk of Arc System games, Arc-sys games, like, Guilty Gear Cores, Under Night, definitely Under Night, Persona.
Yeah, we got a lot of fighting game history between us two, that's for sure.
Yeah, but, like, the game I'm really excited for definitely has to be Under Night 2 when it comes out. I'm really excited for that game when it comes out next year. Under Night in Birth. I don't know if you know about that game.
No, I'm familiar with it.
Oh, okay.
And Birth. All right, I think we have our gameplay coming up soon.
Alrighty. Let us. Shall I start the battle? Mods.
The Ninja Gods, please give us a good connection.
I know. We'll see how much a Jala Wi-Fi internet speed can do.
Look, the faster you pay the Jala bill, the faster the internet will fix itself. So.
I know. Alrighty, let's get this party started. Third time's a charm, as they say, you know.
Indeed.
So.
Alrighty, Ochi. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Nope.
Ouch.
Ochi, you good?
I'm thinking about pizza right now. That's what I'm thinking about. But
not allowed to.
okay, I'm not okay.
Not
I'm
allowed to think about
I'm throwing out pizza out of my brain. It's no longer allowed into my thought process. No
Lunch
longer.
can wait.
Okay, I'm thinking that we should finally get this Ninja God chase back on track.
Yes, we should indeed. And we are, again, apologies for all the tech issues. We have a team working very hard behind the scenes to make sure
Yeah,
runs smoothly.
yes, they are doing their best, and either way, we're still gonna get things done at the end of the day.
Indeed, we
Yeah.
are.
We got this in the bag. The bag.
Alrighty.
We don't have to stream up on our end, by the way.
Oh, it's on a different tab. Check the.
Oh, I'm blind again.
Yeah, you're on the wrong tab. they changed
I am very blind. Woo.
Yeah, there's more than one now. We have more than one.
Oh, I didn't notice. I did not notice. There you go. Alrighty. Finally, third time's the charm. Game number 2 in Fort Riverdale. Let's get it kicking once again.
For the third time, and hopefully the last time, we get this working and smoothly as we get right into the game here, Ochi. Immediately starting back on McQuick once again, looking for a couple people with that Sonic Trick board, looking for possibly a drone. Looks like they spotted out Meta, at least on the bottom there, but is going to opt to go for, wanted to go for the gumball machine, but wasn't able to.
But he gets a drone instead, putting him back in between 6th and 7th place. But it seems like he's going to try his best to scout out, and he gets one with that combo. That combo is very consistent. I'm going to have to steal that off him eventually. I'm definitely going to try that weapon out with Sonic Trick.
As soon as you hit them with the gum nut, essentially, you can weapon break them, and if they attempt to burst, obviously they get broken, but they're not going to be able to get out of the net in time either with the break because it slightly knocks you into the air.
We see a big scrimmage going on right there over there and in the edge, but I see everybody's dispersed yet again. But Swaggy here living with a sliver of health, but it seems like he couldn't catch anybody with that blast barrier, because I know I've seen him do some really interesting combos with into blast barrier explosions. So we're just going to see him in almost 8th place. Almost in 8th place. Oh, but he catches one with the tried and true variable stance combo.
Yeah, that's an old school combo. Obviously, variable stance is one of those things that once people found out what that combo was, they all just kind of stuck with it. They're OG, and they're doing a fantastic job of at least using it and utilizing it as much as they can. Unfortunately, as you see there, it doesn't do a lot onto guards as Yokai and NPC are fighting there. And there's the golden march there, which unfortunately You cannot just go for the drones when you're fighting a trick ball. That Golden March is absolutely dangerous. As now
Golden
meta
March
and an
is
engagement
really
gets sent
strong right
flying as
now.
well.
Golden March is really strong right now. You definitely.
Yeah, NPC gets dropped there by Swaggy and their weapon once again as well.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, we see in first place we have Lightning McQuick. Seeing that he's been having some good interactions with those pretty much.
Oh my god, that was gross.
What a break from McQuick here! Oh,
I think they actually ended up binding each other at the same time, so it was a bit of a stalemate. I have honestly never seen that, Ochi. That is absolutely insane.
all right, we see Jack and Laura here coming in seventh place. Going in the looks like he's in the.
Ochi, your mic's cutting in and out. Just wanted to let you know real quick. I don't know what's going on with it, but
Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I'm new mic coming real soon. It's on the way. It's on the way.
Just gotta make sure you're sitting close enough to your mic so it don't go crazy as Swaggy comes up onto Meta, and unfortunately Meta's just gonna get smacked into the wall. And Swaggy is soon to follow as Yokai comes up as well.
Laura's waiting in the wings, waiting for the perfect time to strike. It looks like she gets it, but we get to see Space Ninja coming over, trying to fish out for a third party. Looks like he's definitely trying to go in for the kill here. And he almost catches him with the gum laser and barely whiffs the ring chop. But we can see a disco coming in, catching.
Is it going to be enough time, though, to secure one more Epon? It is, at least, so they are going to put some more points on that board. Looks like they might have gotten the Epon on the second one as well. Looking at our results here, once again, we see Stu very consistent, or Stoax, very consistent in that second place spot, going for those drones. And McQuick with the Epon Master, super solid there.
Yeah, that was a solid second game. A definite solid second game here. But we get to see finally that our second game is finally done.
Yes! It fixed! It went off without a hitch!
Yes!
I love it!
Finally!
But I believe
No.
So that will actually do it for game 2, and obviously it started a little rough there, Ochi, on our
pretty
end
rough.
and our audio end, but seems things have smoothed out a little bit since then, and we are going to be moving on to game 3, which it moves to my favorite map in the game. The Junkyard.
Yes, the Junkyard. Yes.
I love the Junkyard. It's such a good map. Very open, you can see everybody. It's very aesthetically pleasing. The music for it, just like default music for the Junkyard. To be fair, though, Ninjala has the most banger soundtrack. Ninjala's soundtrack is, like, so good, in my opinion.
Yeah, this Ninjala does have some pretty banger OSTs, not gonna lie. Shout out to Bebop.
Yeah, absolutely. Bebop is good. What was the one? There was a track in season 1 a lot of people were using. Wake Up. Wake Up was great. Beat Jungle was the other one I heard a lot of.
Yeah.
But there was one specifically.
Beautiful in Navy. Beautiful in Navy
was a big one that was used. There was one in particular, though. It was unlocked via level, and I'm trying to think of what it was. It was Cyber something.
Cyber. Hold on.
I know. You and I both know. Like I can hear it in my head.
Yeah. It was from. Dang, I forgot the name. It was from Ultra Lapse, right? Cyber Raid.
Yes,
Cyber Raid.
Cyber Raid. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Cyber Raid is a good one too, and Surge Hazard as well.
Yeah, Surge Hazard. Surge Hazard was a good dude. There's so many good songs in this game. Like I could talk about I genuinely could talk about the soundtrack like forever if I wanted to, but we don't have time for that. We have a game 3 to.
We have a game 3 to attend to. Indeed, we do.
So I'm excited to see, honestly, where this plays. Obviously, with some very solid performances, I think Stowe is going to be very happy, at least with their performance in Group 1 here. McQuick, I believe, had a rougher Game 1 than they did Game 2, but they obviously pulled out a big third-place win here. So I honestly think, Ochi, with this coming up, our top 4 spots are they feel relatively set with at least a couple players, but there still could be a shakeup if someone has a really big game here.
Agreed. Agreed.
We get into our last game here. We are seeing some different weapon setups as well. At least that we could see on the waiting screen, but it's very possible, Ochi, that those have been changed since then.
Oh yeah. It seems like that is a corn bat with punishing blade.
Yes, I do see a corn bat with punishing blade. I believe we also saw a surfboard get pulled out as well, at least from what we saw, but we'll have to see. Some people could change up their weapons. We saw actually quite a few weapon switches.
We gotta love that weapon. We gotta love the visual glitch in this game. I swear.
Yeah,
The visual glitches in this game are hilarious.
Going emoting on a wall and then being upside down in the resort is always fun. That will never not be enjoyable to do.
Yeah, so you can clearly see they switched the caliber for this map as well, but it still says they have corn bat on the screen.
Yeah, I that is always funny. The little UI visual glitches. Every game has a bit of them, and it's always funny to watch. But as we get into Game 3 here, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, one player is going to be already locked into our top 4 with some very consistent play. So we'll see how the rest of our top 4 shake up here, Ochi, as we get into this game. And honestly, if I had to take a guess, I got to say someone is due for a very big game here. It's Game 3. It's win or go home kind of scenario. So that is going to be one of those things where if I am meta or I am NPC right now, I want to put on the best I can this game. And go from there.
I agree with you with that. Definitely, most definitely. But who do you got? Who do you got for this one? Who do you got?
Who do I got? You want my honest guess? I'm gonna say top 3. I'm gonna say Stowe. Still very consistent. It's gonna be in top 3. I'm gonna say Swaggy, and I'm gonna say McQuick for this one. I think Sun Yokai will end up placing 4th, but we'll see.
Yeah,
that's my prediction.
Yeah, same here. But I think depending on this game, is meta or so definitely got it.
Yeah, and immediately starting on McQuick again, once again with that Sonic Trick board, and immediately starting with an engagement on to Swaggy. Gonna go for the gum now. Unfortunately, whiffs it, but that is gonna at least be a KO early for McQuick, so some very solid points to start the game as now Space Ninja is fighting Yokai, misses with the wide attack. Meta unfortunately falls, I believe, to Yokai there. Looks like Space Ninja was not able to get anything done and is just trying to look for an engagement right now. The ring chop is going to be huge and should pick up 1 KO there. And NPC with the Thunder Cannon picked up another before going down as well in the back.
Oh yeah, you love to see how much variety we have compared to what I thought we were going to see, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I think you and I before this were talking about a lot of boards, a lot of variable stances, and it does seem like we do have some variance in that today, and that feels quite good as meta now.
See a scroll blade as well. That's going to be really nice. We're going to see some mixer angles, hopefully.
Dude, when is the last time you saw a Piercing Mixer, Ochi? Because this is one of those maps where Piercing Mixer can be really effective if you position it right and use it at the right time. You can get a lot done. But of course, Razor's Edge is going to be the big thing. You are going to be seeing that come in, trying to sneak out the Epone or at least the KO on the Space Ninja there, but not opting to engage the person on the drone. Now that Laura's going to move in and engage the person on the drone, going to have to do a solid break read here instead, because unfortunately the kunai will not be fast enough, and you see exactly why kunai at close range is very dangerous. You got to throw out kunai as an engagement tool combined with Razor's Edge.
That was very unfortunate there. I really thought that Jackie Laura there was going to try and at least secure that KO, but luckily they got that drone from getting stolen from the Razor's Edge. But we can see a disco coming out here, catching Sun Yokai in the process, and this should be a easy Epon unless it gets stolen by McQuick.
Yeah, he runs in and says, "Here, hold this for a minute." McQuick actually might have ended up taking out 2 there now, as Meta now fighting NPC, I believe, with the cannon, just trying to use the surfboard, trying to find some momentum here. Hasn't really been able to this match. But the Punishing Blade is going to come out, so this will give them a big opportunity if Meta can find some E-Pawns with this Punishing Blade. Unfortunately, not able to at the moment, wasting some precious time on this Punishing Blade, but with a big group here in this corner, there's an opportunity to find one, and Meta finds nobody with that Punishing Blade. So that's really that's really unfortunate there.
And they had the perfect opportunity as well. And it pretty much fell for nothing. But we'll see if they can catch up at least in the last 86 seconds to go in the match. But we see McQuick here keeping up a very strong, almost 5,000 point lead compared to. I'm gonna assume everybody else has at least 3,000 or lower. But
yeah.
Oh, and he gets slammed away into the wall by Stokes.
That's gonna be. Here we go. Classic variable stance. See ya.
Stancing it up. We're stancing it up.
Still one of the most. That is. We talk a lot of bad things about variable stance at times, but if there's one thing variable stance is very good at, it is consistent. It is very consistent, and it works effectively as Meta now fighting Sun Yokai with the blast barrier. There actually ended up getting some knockbacks. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to find it successfully. Oh, counters!
Nice counter.
Meta actually avoids it entirely, but the wide attack is just too much range, and Meta will fall once again to Sun Yokai, who is, by the way, retaken the first position here from McQuick. It seems like they're having a little bit of a back-and-forth battle, and it looks like they might want to engage each other here, but no, actually, Yokai's going to opt to back off to engage in a different location. There's 3 people splatted on that wall there, Ochi. I don't know what happened over there, but oh my.
Yeah, I have zero idea what happened over there. Probably a dragon of some sorts, maybe a tornado, who knows. But we'll see. But we got the Meta here with the Punishing Blade yet again. Oh, and with last spurt on as well, but looks like it wouldn't be enough at all. It got outplayed by the Thunder Cannon there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Thunder Cannon is going to stop them there, but that will end our game here. And let's look at our top 4. A different order than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, definitely.
Although I say that, and then Stu gets Drone Master and ends up in 2nd place.
But the Econ Master says otherwise.
Yes, indeed it does. So a very solid game from those 4, as we predicted it was going to be. Ochi, a very consistent group, at least in our top 4 that we saw. Group A.
Yeah, if you wanna, another thing they have in this game, if you want to keep up, is consistency. All right. The good thing to have in this game is consistency, and the best thing to have for consistency is consistent weapons that can keep continuously getting E-Pawns with the greatest Vs. As my friends say it.
Indeed. And so far, they've done an absolutely fantastic job of that with the group. So obviously, Ochi, we're going to be taking a moment here to total up some scores, I believe, to do that. So we'll be getting our top 4 momentarily.
Yeah, while we're doing that, I just gotten some mail from my mom. I'm gonna take a peek of that real quick because I was anticipating what I have here. But aside from that, those were, besides the technical difficulties, those were some really nice games. I say so myself.
Indeed, I think there were some very solid games. A lot of different weapons that we saw going into that. Again, more than we thought we were going to see, Ochi. Although some very consistent play from obviously boards and variable stance, which we have come to understand has been very good in the recent meta of Ninjala. So nice to see its consistency. Although in times, obviously, you and I know it can be a little dry, although it is consistent.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But hey, because excuse me. Oh my. I had a crick in my back.
Oh, ow. It's never fun. Hate that feeling.
Yeah, I also hate that feeling. Alrighty. Yeah. All those in Group A, you guys did a good job. No matter what placement you gotten, just remember at the end of the day, you're still a winner.
Yeah, just for getting selected and participating, at least you get to show off a little bit. You get to have fun, and I think at the end of the day, some people signed up for fun. Other people wanted to sign up for that reward, but they a good job regardless.
They did.
All Our scores are still being calculated, so give us a moment.
Yeah, what? Oh, you got him, Alan? You got the score?
They're cooking. Sorry, they're cooking.
They're cooking?
They're still cooking. They're still cooking.
They're still baking. They're still baking.
They are there.
Still in the oven. Coming in hot soon.
Well, while we wait on that, Ochi, I mean, I suppose now is a good time as ever. Jimmy, Ali, what did you guys think of the overall games, obviously, despite the tech issues?
Oh man. Oh yeah, first and foremost, I'm glad the good games went through all the way to the end, and then secondly, it's just so much action, right? Like it's just one you could be expecting the game to go one way, and then all of a sudden the player in the lead was just like knocked out and smacked on the wall, so it was intense. Loved it.
It was very intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Another good thing about this game, it's so much stuff happening. It's always going to be a fun time, especially when you're watching it. This game looks really cool when you as a spectator.
It does.
That's like one of the big things. That's like one of the best things this game has going for it. Is if there's a new person who has no idea what this game is about, and they see all this action going on, that's literally what's going to get them like hooked on to watch it.
In general, this game is pure chaos to spectate over, but it's so fun. It's so fun because there's so much to look at, there's so much to keep track of.
And our bracket is up now, on the screen. So let's take a look at the Group A. The Group A winners of it, who will be proceeding to the final rounds after Group B.
Yeah. So, no surprises here, Ochi. With our four finalists, I think from this group. Obviously, Stowe had very consistent performances across the board. Obviously, that last match ended up, I think, in total of 4th place. I had a little bit of a stream hiccup on my end there, so I actually didn't get to see who got Ippon Master that last game there. But very consistent from Stowe, so they played really well. Obviously, keeping their more objective towards drones as well as hunting other players down kept them always in the top of the running. Hoverboy, I mean, Yokai just tore apart the entire lobby so consistently with their weapons. So it was nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was going on a run. He was going on a run for sure. That's for sure. Especially in that 3rd game.
Yeah, that 3rd game. Hoverboy and McQuick obviously back and forth in that 3rd game a lot. So McQuick's board is definitely something you're going to want to look for as we get into the final 8 there. And then Swaggy, obviously, just again, we talked about Swaggy a little bit at the beginning. The improvement they've had over their time playing Ninjala to go from a player that you could fight with relatively ease to one that has very good game sense now. Huge improvement. Happy to see them go through to the finals as well. Oh
yeah, but seems we got almost everyone in the room, but already seeing some interesting weapon picks already. It's even more variety than the first room, as you can see.
Indeed, and let's talk about Group B a little bit on that note, Ochi. I mean, there's a lot of notable faces in Group B right off the bat. Shout outs to obviously Booker, one of them obviously the owner of our little Ninjala community server. Absolutely fantastic person to be around. Genuinely funny and one heck of a good artist. Have you seen their art? Oh my god, consistent and gorgeous looking.
Indeed, I have seen their art. It's really good, definitely. Especially all the ones that got promoted especially on the Twitter.com, well, formerly Twitter, now known as X, but I'm still gonna call it Twitter. I'm still gonna call it Twitter regardless.
Yeah. So obviously Booker, a really notable player here. A&W nerd.
Yes.
What
A&W nerd.
What can be said that hasn't already been said about this person? They're going to play board and they're going to make you have a bad time with it.
Yeah, the longest ever board player in the game. Been playing Camu since it came out. Since since it was like considered one of the worst weapons in the game, and
Wow.
it stayed with it since. One of the tried and true board players of all time.
Sonic Trick,
Insane.
Gum Ghost, and Dragon. Insta-binding Gum Ghost, more damaging Sonic Trick, and the fastest charging ninjutsu in the game. This is a deadly kit in general to play with, especially when it gets to its big weapon. A&W Nerd will be tearing people apart with this weapon the moment they get a setup on that big weapon. So definitely going to be someone to watch out for in this lobby as well.
And on that note, we will get things started for Group B.
All right.
And
All
we'll
right,
see you after
Best of luck,
these
guys.
matches. Good luck.
Good luck to everybody.
Alrighty, Ochi.
All right, you got any favorites for this group, J-Man? Are you still?
I mean, I feel like I have to throw my hat in the ring for A&W Nerd, right? Like,
yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable.
I think their board is too good. I genuinely think this is going to be a lobby where they can just play how they normally play, and they don't really need to put in too much extra effort to succeed because of their consistency and succeed how well they do. There are other people in this lobby though that obviously can pose a bit of a threat. Kezi is one of the players that can also grow into a threat. I believe Multiverse is also here, and that they are a Crush Pop player on the top. So that's something very interesting. Obviously, Super Fling, big thing. Going.
We also have Leon here, a very strong variable stance player who's also really good with slash kicks. So they're gonna have some really tough competition.
We do.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's definitely more than one slash kicks being used in this lobby, or at least multiple instances of variable stance. But one other weapon I want to bring out that honestly feels really underpowered right now with how Ninjala is, and this person might be playing is a Magi who's playing spinner.
Yes. That's another weapon we hardly ever see anymore. Ever since it got its nerf. I think did it get nerfed? I remember it got nerfed. I think it got buffed again. It got buffed again.
Yo-Yos got nerfed really hard in season 1, and then they slowly got rebuffed over time. But right now, they still need more to feel good, and they just don't have that game yet. So if you have someone like a Magi who can come in with a yo-yo and put on, especially with the spinner, and put on a show with this to show that hey, this weapon isn't as bad as people think it is. I mean, you might have a couple more people potentially pick it up, but I do think spinner is definitely the weakest choice of the weapons here. In terms of the lobby, if they did not change it obviously before
who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Well, let's get right into game number 1 in Shinobi City, starting off here with Multiverse on that Crush Pop. Let's see what will go down. Looks like they're already seeing some action here. Oh, okay, or so I thought. Maybe it's the misfire. Who knows?
Yeah, possibly a misfire on variable stance there. Maybe they just wanted to reset its cooldown already. But we see Kezi here playing Shinobu's attack drill. Something you don't really see a lot of. I'm going to do a little dance for the camera here. But is opting to disengage with DJ Soda in that corner there. But it looks like there was another one that showed up as well, as we're going to be seeing the drill back attacks come through. And that should be able to at least secure that drone now, as Leon fighting Booker there. Does catch Booker and is going to secure a very solid E-pwn. Obviously running that variable stance. Slash kicks with that barrier, very dangerous weapon.
Plus, they have Berserker on as well, so the more they fight, the faster they're going to have their big weapons. And the faster they have the big weapon, the faster they can get E-pawns.
I love Berserker on the slash kicks and other weapons. They're very good, as now Lizardo's going to opt to pop the potent poison actually around just a single drone. I don't necessarily think if that was a great decision, maybe just to keep the person off of them.
They just want to have that defensive option. You forget that poison is the fastest ninjutsu in the games. Well, charging wise.
Unfortunately, as we saw there, A&W Nerd going down there. Tried to get the armor, but not enough health to survive the hit there onto Kezi, who will end up getting the E-pwn onto that Shinobu's attack. And now Lizardo gets caught off guard by a variable stance. Able to get away, though. I wouldn't honestly stay here with Leon here, considering you're only going to be able to get Multiverse, and Leon kind of controls the pace of that fight having barrier on. You're not really going to be able to do much against them. I usually try and avoid fights if I see someone with barrier and they are using that slash kick, because you're not going to get
likewise.
Now Booker looking for some cannons, maybe finds one there, not entirely sure. Sometimes you don't necessarily
Ooh, gets tagged. It should be a clean combo here.
No, unfortunately, they don't have their
Ooh,
ghost.
nice counter.
Yeah, very solid counter from Booker there. They didn't have their ghost, and Booker's got some consistency, but unfortunately, variable stance only falls to a KO, though, which honestly isn't the worst thing in the world there. You got caught off guard with variable stance, and then the board came in to finish you off. Not the worst thing that could happen to Booker in that scenario there is now Leon looking very, very fly right now. And that Alpha is going to find another variable stance flying combo. Variable stance very consistent at doing that when it's not being guarded, so it's super nice to see there. Looking for a fight there. Now Kezi engaging in the corner, looks like with a Gum Ghost. Might be A&W nerds here, but has a very consistent point spread right now. The grenade able to just get out of the situation, and they do have Punishing Blade at the ready, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run back in here. Oh no, the dragon!
But the dragon says no, that is their Epon. But it looks like they were still gonna. He still may get this Epon here, and they do. And Kezi secures one at least and disengages because they don't want to fight that, especially with how much health they have.
Yeah, really good guard there from Kezi as well. Just knowing how much time they had left on the Punishing Blade, knew that they had time to get a guard, and if they engage, they would be at a bit of an advantage here, as we are seeing multiverse. We haven't actually seen a lot of multiverse this game. Looking through it as multiverse and Kezi and A&W. Oh, that's
we see the tried and true Shinobu strike combo.
Buzz grenade, man, that thing is strong. You absolutely have to guard Shinobuzz. If you know that a player has it, you have to bait it out. And the moment you guard it, you can heavily punish them because they cannot re-guard it in return. With the end lag on it, but we do see a super fling at the ready here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking for a moment to use this here. We are going to see it. It's one manages to find only one there. Tornado actually, the other person lived in the tornado actually had the iframe, so obviously only able to find one there is big as Leon with the 5,000 points. Just falling into second there, has some very consistent performance with that Berserker. Maybe got another KO there, but it didn't look like it, but then they fall into third there as we take a look at our scoreboard here. Multiverse
taking first.
And
Leon taking the
master. Berserk, man, it is one of those things. We love Berserk on these weapons. Those weapons, slash kicks, they are designed to fight. Berserk is a great card, and you can get some really nice benefits off of it. So, a really good performance there from the first games, and overall a very consistent. We can't really say consistent yet because this is game one. So
yeah.
Obviously, some other players need some time to shine, and it was Shinobi City, so other weapons do excel more than others on Shinobi City, but a performance and a solid amount of points, I feel, Ochi, from everybody in that first game there.
Yeah, it was pretty solid all around.
Out yet. You know, nobody really feels like they're completely out yet. Everybody seemed to at least have 4,000 points in the, obviously, first place, just under 7,000 points, so there's still a lot of time here.
Yeah, that whole game, everybody seemed completely close. It literally could have went anybody's way. Because like you seen there, if Multiverse had like one or two more drones, you could have easily kept that lead up. But
yeah, and no surprise there as well. Playing a little more passively and drones, obviously variable sense is a big thing, but with Gum Laser, it is one of those things where you can control space a little bit easier, which does make it a little bit easier to be drone hunting consistently. Which can play to your benefit, but can also be at a disadvantage if you don't go for enough fights and you just prioritize the drones more than anything. But it's still nice if someone does engage that you do have that laser to keep them at bay, as well as variable stance as the backup. One thing I'm surprised, obviously variable stance is so strong, but I am surprised we haven't seen a bolt slash yet, especially on the with gum shot into bolt slash. Super fun, a lot of damage. You can really guarantee one or two E-points almost instantaneously with that now too.
I agree with you there, but we're gonna see if anybody want to make some weapon changes. It'll look like, well, I don't know if anyone's gonna make any changes just yet, but we might see it because the visual glitches thing. So we're not gonna know entirely until the game starts. But see, I doubt anybody's gonna be too big of a change. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say between all these players, I really don't think too many people are gonna end up changing their weapon. Obviously, when we move onto our lobby screen here, that we can see it and they can't. We see maybe one person in their weapon, but we don't see anybody else because there is that timer. That is that like 60-second timer they have to swap kits if they so choose. So
Yeah, that's usually the plan though. That's usually the plan though. People usually wait till the now preparing screen to swap their weapons because people like to wait till the end to do such a thing. But we do see a change here as well.
yeah, we are seeing one change, and obviously one I'm not entirely surprised on. Considering it is one of the more consistent weapons in the game, but it's who's playing it that's the most surprising to me.
I would not know. I would not know at all, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Going into game number 2, back to Fort Riverdale, Ochi.
Yes.
Back
The
to our wide open
French
energy
stage.
order map. Yes.
The other French stage, or is it British?
No, it's British.
It's British.
You can see Big Ben in the background. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is British.
The French stage is Croissant Arena.
It's Croissant Arena.
I would love to have a stage that is based on like the Roman Colosseum. I think that would be so cool.
That would be a good BR stage.
I think it would be a fantastic BR stage. You could do some really creative things with it as well. With especially with how creative even Fort Riverdale looks in general. So as we get into our game 2 here, the weapon immediately we're seeing switched up here is Multiverse actually playing Fiery Raid, which was the weapon I didn't expect Multiverse to be playing. I actually thought maybe they'd play a little bit more consistent with the Crush Pop.
Yeah, Crush Pop is really good on this stage too, especially with that laser. How strong and how linear this stage is. It would be a very strong oppressive tool for offense and defense. But hey, he wanted to switch it up, so hey, well, power to him. We get to see a little skirmish here between Lizardo and Keezy here, trying to bait each other out with their gum weapons, but it looks to no avail. He's trying to do his best to get this drone, but the Shinobuzz strike says no. But he gets the drone and guards both hits. It looks like he catches him with the white two.
Yeah, unfortunately goes for another wide though, and that it does. There is a gap there where teleporting attacks can get around, and Lizardo was aware of that and opted to teleport out. Able to, while Kezi did get the drone, ended up getting that very valuable KO onto Kezi. So as Leon and DJ Soda now engage in the bottom here, Leon just maybe looking for some points right now. I kind of like this Leon's passivity here. For a minute, looking for a fight where they can take multiple people at once, and that is something that you're able to do when you can ambush exactly like that, especially underground on Fort Riverdale, Ochi.
Yes, sir.
Able to take out one and robbing the points from DJ Soda.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but hey, it's BR. You gotta expect the unexpected to happen. That was totally unexpected to him.
Nice
but
cannon
we get
bomber.
to hear from Booker.
I have to say, I have a lot of respect for Booker running Cannon Bomber. I love Cannon Bomber. I think it is super consistent. I think it does a lot of damage, and unfortunately, Booker is going to get dragged in there, just single targeted down. But just the amount of damage Cannon Bomber can do to you at point blank, especially if you force them to, if you're running the Oedo and you force them to guard with Gum Needle, it's disgusting.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Oh my, we get to see here and there Corn Bat, which is another thing you don't see often anymore since Shinobuzz Strike exists.
Yeah, it does. And Lizardo actually having a really good game right now as we jump over to them. Ochi, 3rd place with some consistency on the board. Unfortunately, they do have to get away from that laser, and they might lose the drone in the process.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. I thought the drone might have been broken from that laser there, but no, they're able to keep some more points on the board, and I just love
a second one.
Yeah, Lizardo has a very solid possible drone rotation going on right now, and no one challenging that top corner right now, which is big points. A&W there is struggling really hard this game, it seems like, kind of getting third party out of nowhere, gets hit with Cannon Bomber, the Sonic Trick comes out, and A&W nerd gets sent into the wall by another Sonic Trick, and now Lizardo with the board, lives the dragon, has the poison, is going to take some time to heal here, Ochi.
Yeah, I can see that, J-Man. It seems to like, he's finally, he catches one of the poison, but it gets out of there, barely surviving that super fling. Landing him in 2nd place. I'm assuming that Leon has first place right now because he already has this big weapon from what I seen earlier, and it looks like Amagi is going to get taken out by was that a horse? Was that a horse I saw?
Possibly a horse, though. Unfortunately, it looks like Booker's also going to get taken out into the ceiling as well underground. That's always embarrassing when you get hit with that. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna let you press the burst button and think about what you just did. That was disrespectful. I love that.
That was crazy. But we're gonna see here Keezy coming in with well, I guess they both just disengaged and said no, you just live to fight another day.
Leon
coming in, catching somebody catching two with the Shield Buzz. But
stolen. It got stolen.
Oh man.
Oh my god, the poison again!
He didn't get hit by the poison.
No, he didn't, but the poison is gonna pick up another one. Holy smoke! That last engagement in the corner was nuts! And Wizardo popping off that game.
That was a Wizardo game for sure. That was definitely a Wizardo game for sure. But it all comes down to who has Epon Master, and it is DJ Soda coming in with those Sonic Trick and Dragon kills.
Yeah, really interesting shakeup from the first game, Ochi, as well. The top four, with the exception of Wizardo, really different. Very, very different.
That was actually a really surprising game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Leon falling to 5th there actually could play a big factor in the rankings.
Oh man.
Again, though, really consistent point scores across the board between like all the way down to 8th. I wouldn't say anybody's quite out of this contest yet.
Yeah, these scorings has been more surprising than I thought it would be. You know, I was expecting every game to be so close like that.
Yeah, it's fun to see. Honestly, it's fun to see. We've seen some weapons that we haven't really seen a lot of get played recently. But it's funny though, because you notice that between all of these players, there is not like everything we've seen. There is not a single hammer, and that is because the way hammers are set up right now in Ninjala's meta, they just cannot match the pace that this game is at, and it cannot hope to compete with how projectile heavy this current meta in Ninjala is. If there is one player that might be able to do it, they are not in this tournament. They are Nido Queen. If you're familiar with that name, Ochi, they are a very consistent hammer player.
I'm very familiar with Nido.
In a long, I haven't seen them play in a while, but if there's one person that would probably still be playing hammer, it would be them.
I mean, from what I've seen, I know another player who could also hang with a hammer weapon, but they were also one of the winners of one of the other previous Ninja God Invitationals, being Dynamo.
Yeah, Dynamo is the other hammer, obviously the sound hammer. And very disgusting potential there. But the hammers just feel a little bit too slow for this meta right now, which is why you don't really see a lot of them coming out. So obviously some changes need to be made to hammers potentially to change that, or a lot of other weapons need to be changed potentially to make hammers feel a bit more viable again as we get the cool random visual spinning weapon, the gun weapon glitch. I love seeing that. That's always cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we get into game 3 here, though, as well. Ochi, this is going to be our last game for Group B, so literally anybody's game. Wizardo had a rough game 1, but popped off in game 2. Leon had a really consistent game 1, but kind of fell to 5th in game 2, so...
Yeah, he's going to definitely have, if he wants to get into the top spot, he definitely has to have a I'm going to assume in 3rd place or finish. Oh. Okay, that's all right. That's okay with.
All right. So we would be going to.
we would be going to
Junkyard here. We'll see. I think the map might have forgotten to get changed.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing a second game on Fort Riverdale here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what they do. If they play this map out or not. We'll find out.
We shall find out. You got the okay. You guys okay with that? Okay. All right.
I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what's going on. I'm here commentating Ninjala. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay. J-Man.
Oh,
So I think we may. That I think we're gonna have to let this play out, and then we're gonna switch. Or
We're gonna
I'm not.
switch.
They're gonna we're gonna switch because the map forgot to get changed here, so we are just gonna quickly close out of this lobby here, and we are just
all
going
right,
to
hit the
reboot
truest
it.
combo. Hit the truest combo of all time. Home exit.
Yeah, this is just a have fun match. So they're just gonna end spectator mode, and it might actually close the lobby if they do this. So
Yeah, I think they. Yeah, it will. Yeah,
So
I believe
we're just going to quickly switch the map. That was a little hiccup on our behind the scenes, and then just forgot to change the map. It happens, guys. It happens in bigger tournaments. It happens at Evo. It has happened at Evo actually. So we're gonna quickly remake that lobby, and we're gonna get the game back as fast as possible. So, Ochi, I was gonna say, but between this group so far, anything that's kind of stood out to you, like in particular?
um who think they're not gonna do good doing good. And
Yeah.
that's my pet peeve. I really dislike hearing players who have good potential say that they're not good when they definitely are, and they have the potential to be even better.
Yeah, I honestly, I was shocked by Wizardo's performance in that game too. Obviously, considering that a much rougher game one, but the map does lend to a bit more interesting playstyle with board weapons. That you've seen a bit more open space. You can really take advantage of everything the board has to offer, your teleportation, your wide-hitting attacks, and obviously they're playing Surfboard, so the advantage of mobility on Fort Riverdale compared to something like Shinobi City, where you could get caught off, is way better, way more consistent.
So it's way more consistent, definitely.
A&W Nerd, I am shocked is not. The biggest thing that's come out of this for me, A&W Nerd is really struggling. The last game in particular, I think they ended up placing 7th, and I'm not entirely sure why. Obviously, we saw a lot of their stuff get stolen, and that happens. It's happened to you, Ochi. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of other players who have played this, who have played Ninjala. Sometimes it just happens, and all your stuff gets stolen. And at that point, if your stuff is starting to get stolen, who's stealing it? Go for them.
Exactly. But it's back game. Also get to play a nice little game called Target the Streamer sometimes. So especially especially in those like BR.
Yep. Target the streamer. That's always fun. So some people hate it. Some people love it. I am in between on it. There are days I hate it. There are days I don't mind it. Depends, really.
It definitely depends. But at the end of the day, hey, it's still good. It's still fun.
Yeah, we're getting.
But it can be frustrating at times, like dealing with stuff like that.
It can. It absolutely can be frustrating at times, and we've all felt it. We've all dealt with it.
I know. I definitely have.
Hey, you and I both have, man.
Once upon a time.
But if there's one thing that, even despite you're struggling in a match, and even if you feel like everything's kind of, again, the odds are stacked against you, there are other ways to start getting a lot of points. Maybe rather than focusing on trying to start engagements, maybe finish engagements instead. That's a good opportunity if you feel like you're not really getting a lot in the point market. So try and finish some engagements, or even still focus on building your ninjutsu a bit faster. Focus on getting those energy orbs. Those energy orbs are worth 5 points each, and while you don't think that sounds like a lot, the more of those you get throughout a match, they can add up very quickly, especially if you're running something like Energy Hoarder, and you get those bonus benefits from it as well. That's a nice thing to run, but finding a different strategy, especially if you feel like you're struggling, is one of the biggest things that you can do. One of the biggest things that can help you succeed in an upcoming game if you feel like you're behind.
Yes, sir. That's definitely a thing to do. But I don't really play BR that much, so I still wouldn't know that much to do. But hey, I think I might, if there was ever a chance, I might want to enter into one of these Ninjala tournaments. I just might. But then again, I have more fun commentating.
Yeah, I feel like it's a preference for a lot of people. Like we talked about earlier, I played competitive games.
Now if there was an official team tournament on the other hand, that's a different story.
Now that's a different story. Yeah, I mean, we gotta get the squad. You gotta get the gang back together for that one. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a different story. I definitely signed up for a team tournament.
I would as well, like instantaneously. It would be on lock. It would be instant. Like.
But then who would commentate?
Well, not us. We'd be on the same team probably.
yo, ambassador team? Hello?
Yo, it would be Ali and Jimmy, and they'd have such a good time doing it. Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta give the gung ho people more of a spotlight sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be cool to see. That'd be cool to see. I wonder how they enjoy us beating the gum out of other players. I'm gonna steal their gum weapons.
Yeah, gonna steal all their gum weapons. The ninja gum is ours, OT. It's ours forever.
Ours for the taking.
Ours for the taking. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see if we do another team tournament. I'd be excited to see if we do
That'd be pretty. Yeah, there's only been one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Back to the chat.
Our room is slowly filling up. Slowly but surely.
Apparently, Ochi, we get washed as we rarely play, according to someone in the chat. Apparently, the ambassador team would get washed. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. A lot of us have been around since the beta.
Maybe we should give them all a chance to demonstrate their real abilities. Okay.
Man, so exciting to see all the dynamics in each stage.
I love the mix. I think my favorite thing so far, Jimmy, is I love the mix of players we've seen.
I love that too.
Like, it's so different compared to seeing, like, it's like seeing mid-level versus high-level, where high-level, you know who should win and what most likely the outcome is, where mid-level, I feel like that's where events are way more exciting. Because there are so many factors going into it. I run a mid to high level tournament on the side with a completely different game. And we handle those people who are like almost on the brink of like breaking into high level play. And the amount of excitement we see seeing when one of these teams that comes up, like as a pickup team, for example, comes in and just wipes the floor with the tournament. We're like, where do these people come from? Why are they so talented? And why have they like stopped this other mid-level team that's been on a tear?
Yeah, sometimes the underdogs really be winning.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch, and it's super exciting.
Love that. I think I saw that in the previous battles as well. So that was always like a good thing to root for.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nice to see the underdog come in.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we'll see how they do for this third round and see who comes out on top.
Indeed, we are. Looks like we're all set and ready to go.
Yes, sir.
On WNA Junkyard, the final map of Group B. We'll see who takes our top 4 going into this Ochi, and then of course we have our grand final and some very interesting things to be happening there.
Hey, yo, where his hands at?
Wait, he has hands for me on my screen. I don't know what you said.
It's there. It's there. It's good.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I don't. J man, I think we can.
Yeah.
I think an ambassador team can wash up people.
I think an ambassador team would wash people too. We'd have to pull Starling out of his grave, but.
But hey, that's just me. But yeah.
No,
Let them say what they want, man. Just let them say what they want.
Yes, it would be cool. Like, imagine Starling coming back and like teaming up with you and me, and then we get like, oh man, who would we get? Who would be our fourth? I mean, is Nas an ambassador yet? Nas is an ambassador. That's the way I look at it.
I don't think Nazo. I don't know about Naza.
Oh come on, bring the man.
I don't know. I don't even know if he would even want to.
Yo, Naza like genuinely though, like one of the
I mean, he has the perks. He definitely has the perks to be one. But would he actually want to?
Would he actually want to is the real question. But yeah, as we get into our last game here, Ochi. Starting off right away with Multiverse, I believe, going back to that variable stance crush pop, going right into it.
Yep. All right, let's see what we got in here. We got Amagi coming in, being on the advantage, going to Ippon Katana here with Rage's Edge, getting was that a KO or did he just disappear?
No,
it's not a KO. He just disappeared.
Just chose to disengage at the moment as the Razor
and
Edge
then
coming out.
re-engage.
It's gonna find the one on the Kezi. Very nice. His Cannon Bomber's gonna come in. Booker using that a little early there, but the Cannon flinch is gonna do enough. Kezi opting to activate a quick respawn, and Amagi says, no, I'm gonna get out of there, and opts to throw a Razor's Edge, unfortunately, at the wall there, looking for maybe a possible engagement onto Booker or whoever else is in the corner. No,
definitely tried to re-engage on Kezi there, but wait, let's see. But it looks like he's DGM almost coming in hot, but it looks like he barely got out of there alive. We get to see DJ Soda here getting knocked out by the poison. Oh, Ippon.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, we get to see an A&W nerd with a strong early first lead, but I guess it looks like you were right about how advantageous Camo could be in the stage.
It can be, and there's a lot of space. Obviously, Ghost traveling through walls and having that insta-bind as a big weapon is huge, but A&W Nerd's not quite there yet. Unfortunately, is going to get cut off by that variable stance. Not really much A&W Nerd can do in that situation.
Got shinged all the way home.
They did get shinged and then finished off very quickly, but a nice respawn for them here, as they should be able to quickly pick up that drone there in a minute. No, Wizardo looking for the engagement. Oh, but Wizardo delayed it a little bit too long, and A&W Nerd not able to secure. Yeah, just a KO. Not enough gum damage, quite enough. A little bit less needed to secure.
That was Oracle Claws. That would have been an Ippon.
Yeah, that would have been an Ippon if that was Ogre Claws, because you run that into the back break here, as we are going to be seeing the scroll come out, and it is unfortunately going to catch A&W Nerd. That's really unfortunate. There looks like a lot of damage was also done to everybody else as well. So this is the first Dragon God motor as well, Ochi, that we have seen going for this tournament all day. And so far, Kezi's been playing pretty well. We see that fourth place right now as we jump over to Leon, who respawns actually right next to Kezi.
Oh boy, he's about to get shing. There's the third one. Oh, tries to catch him with the break attack, but to no avail. He was definitely not taking that.
Yeah, so
it looks like he catches it with a level two back attack there.
Yeah, the break attack is one of the hardest thing to hit, I feel, on the
it comes out super slow.
It's super slow. It is a projectile, which means it can catch people if they're not aware of it, but there is a way to combo into it, and people just have to find ways to do that.
Yeah, it's all about timing for that.
Like, oh, here comes shing off respawn into the bind. Immediate death. That's just, I mean, if you're a Magi, I'm upset. I'm upset at that one.
I'd be upset too. Alright. Speaking of Amagi, they're in second place right now. Coming in with this Rage's Edge Katana, trying to catch. I did not see who that was, but well, they're just getting shing now.
Yeah, you know how that ends.
Yep, they're getting they're V-stancing it up, but we see a break attack coming in to no avail. This should be an easy KO.
Barely had enough down value to actually keep Amagi into that combo there. Oh, blast barrier taking out Booker.
Immediate explosion.
A&W Nerd's actually been having a very big game here. If they need to find
this is a very big game for A&W Nerd here. This is the game that they needed.
7,000 points. If A&W Nerd can find one more Ippon here, they're gonna put themselves in a really big spot. Oh my God!
And they found it. All they need to do is dash out. They didn't dash out. The dragon got canceled. Oh no!
Oh, that's really unfortunate. But A&W are still putting on a massive game.
Look at that lead.
Huge lead. That's the biggest lead we've seen all day so far, Ochi. And I wouldn't be surprised if they also have Epo Master, but they don't. surprisingly, it's Leon who will be able to jump up into 3rd place with that.
Oh man, that was something.
A&W Nerd needed to really jump cancel one of those into the Ghost. I was surprised that they did not have the opportunity to jump cancel into that Ghost. That would have been a secured E-pwn onto Booker there if they had their jump available. I'm not sure if they did or not in that case, but the Dragon getting canceled at the end there was just the insult to injury there. But still, massive game from A&W.
Incredible games.
Incredible.
Well, that concludes our 3rd battle, right? In Group B. So we'll be back shortly with the finals coming up.
Yeah,
Yes.
we just got to see who our top 4 are of this group.
We're cooking.
They are cooking indeed.
Those are incredible.
They're whipping it up. They're whipping
it up. Okay. So our next, we got your guys' favorite croissant arena coming up in the finals as our last and final map.
Love that arena. So much places to go on that stage.
There are that map is also one of the maps where I feel like if you have a bad start, Jimmy, it can snowball really quickly because everything is so far apart.
Oh, that's true.
Definitely. In my opinion, this is probably one of the best stages for sound hammers.
Absolutely, you're not really going to get interrupted here a lot. Even just hammers in general here.
Yeah, hammers in general. This is the best stage for hammers. So you may or may not see a hammer here. Who knows?
Yeah, as we set up the room in the background here and wait on our top 4. Obviously, we already know Swaggy, Ninja Hoverboy, Stowe, and our 4th from Group A was. I gotta pull up our little sheet again.
I think Lightning.
We have
Quick. There you go.
I'm a quick and our top 4 from Group A. So Group B, obviously gonna have some strong players. Honestly, between Group A and B, though, it'll be interesting to see who really becomes the strongest player out of them, because I feel Group A is really, really strong. Like,
Group A definitely has some of the stronger participants for sure.
I mean, and of course, Group B still has some really good ones as well.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
That they always have the come up when the underdogs are being tested.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
It's still up in the air who's actually going to take all of this. So yeah, it's up in the air for me.
Depending on who the 4 are from Group B, this will massively change my thought process.
All right, I think we have our brackets coming up soon.
They done cooking.
Ooh, let's go.
That was fast, man. That was a very fast cooking job.
I know. They get faster every time.
Alrighty. Get a drum roll. I don't have a drum, so I don't have a drum.
You guys got that attention though.
I'll roll a d20. I don't know.
You guys and there we have it.
There we
have it.
Wow. So Ochi, A&W Nerd had a rough first 2 games. That last game was enough to push him into top 4. Wow.
That game.
That
for sure.
That 2,000 point difference was huge.
So we have Swaggy, we have Lightning McQuick, Ninja Hoverboy, Stokes, Wizardo, and W Nerd, Leon, Multiverse.
Man, this is I'm
so proud.
Yeah. What a group. Man, that's a good group.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of Wizardo there.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
Wizardo come a massive way as well. We didn't really get a chance to talk about Wizardo too much, but wow, some really consistent surfboard.
Safe to say, one of these 8s is gonna be the next Ninja God.
And possibly the final one for the time being, for the Ninja God Invitational series.
Yeah, we'll have to see who it is. This is such an interesting group now I look at it. I thought for a minute their Nerd wasn't quite going to get in, but that last game, and the fact that I see them in here now is like, oh man.
Yeah.
And now looking at these 8 Jimmy, it's like, wow, I don't know who to
Yeah,
like,
we
I
were
can't-
on the edge of our seats. We were saying, like A&W Nerd was definitely gonna come through in Group B, but I think it was like you said, it was very dramatic. We were not sure until the end.
Yeah, not sure until the very end. But even looking at these 8 now, Ochi, man,
This is gonna be.
This is a toss-up for me. It's a toss-up for me, maybe with the exception of like Stowe, because Stowe has been just consistently playing well throughout throughout the entirety of Group A, especially having that constant drone master.
Mhm.
So like I feel Stowe for me is at least a lock in the top 4, but I don't want to say where, like, because looking at the rest of this group, I mean, there are multiple boards in this lobby. There are multiple variable stances in this lobby. There's some scary stuff here. I think honestly, this lobby is mainly board and variable stance as well.
Yeah,
So,
half V stance, half Sonic Trick. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be a projectile fest, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this is where, as you said, Ochi, with it being a projectile, this is where things can get dicey, especially considering a lot of it is projectile. Now, in terms of advantages, obviously variable stance has the advantage to catch you off guard very quickly and consistently at doing that. Obviously, hitting into guard, it doesn't really give you.
Like I just realized this lobby is just full of boards and slash kicks.
Yep.
Mm.
Well,
With the exception of one. With the exception of a
I
tight
was
B
gonna
board.
say I was gonna say there is an exception there. We do have a crush pop in here as well.
We have a crush pop and we have
a surfboard.
a surfboard. There we go.
Yeah, we do have a surfboard from Lizardo as well.
So that's the only exception.
Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting, but with the projectiles being how they are, variable stance is good.
Oh yeah, we also have Ninja Carpet. I almost forgot about that.
But Sonic Trick, I feel, is better in certain scenarios. Sonic Trick does more damage. It can set up for, I mean, granted, they both can set up for combos really easily, but the damage that Sonic Trick does compared to the damage variable stance can do changes a lot.
Yeah, Sonic Trick has the better damage output, but variable stance has more like, so they both actually, I think that back, they both have good survivability.
They do. So that's what makes the projectile meta in this game so
it really just depends on who gets hit first.
Exactly, it depends on who hits who first. Now obviously the big thing with variable stance is it no longer cancels other projectiles, which gives Sonic Trick a little bit more of an advantage. Remember when V stance came out, you could cancel like anything.
Yeah, it was
with
dumb.
it. Yeah, it was very, very silly. You would even be able to cancel Sonic Tricks as they'd have the other priority. But now that they can't do that, and with the damage Sonic Trick does, the V stance users in this lobby are going to have to be a bit more.
Can I do this? This is the first tournament I've ever seen with every board in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
We have seen all 3 throughout this tournament. Yeah, we have.
I think we are moments away, guys. Moments away from the battle to start.
We are, and I believe what are our maps, Allie? What are we heading to?
So we're working with, first map is Sphinx Valley. The second one is Eagle City, and we're finishing off with Croissant Arena.
Ooh.
No WNA.
No
in this
WNA?
tournament. Wow. All right.
W.
Yeah, switching
That's
it
a
up.
W.
That is
That's
a
a
W.
W.
That is a W. We see a lot of WNA. Give
You
the
know,
other map.
it would have been even better if we could end it on Eagle, but Quaso Arena is good too.
Alrighty, well let's get this finale started.
All right. We're already getting into the lobby. We're ready to go. This is going to be a very interesting. This is going to be a very. Oh my God! What is happening? Lobby with all the projectiles that are going to be flying across everybody's screens. So we'll have to see where this goes as well. Some interesting things we're seeing. We've seen carpet, we've seen surfboard, we've seen Matsuri board, we've seen Camu plate, we've seen caliber, we've seen every board except the door. Obviously, that's next season.
Next season for that.
And we have multiple slash kicks and 1 crush pop. So we'll see.
Crush pop supremacy.
I have to give respect where respect is due on crush pop. It has super fling, variable stance, has blast barrier. So, or Kicks has
Crash Pop is a superior weapon.
I
Never forget.
I would love to say that, but the other one has barrier, which can just tank it. So it's like,
I know. It's just me.
and you can't
It's
be
just me.
bound. It's like,
It's just me on copium, bro. It's just
yeah,
me
I
on
know.
copium.
Yeah. Door.
Door.
I'm so excited for that door. Also, the fact that it's not a yo-yo, it's a trick ball, the UFO. That'll be interesting.
Hey, if we ever get a certain collab, I would love to have a door skin would be a certain door that never was. If you get my reference.
Okay.
That would be a great door skin.
All right. Well, game 1, here we go on to Sphinx Valley, Ochi. And right off the bat, looks like we're going to be getting a Stowe versus Swaggy fight. And Swaggy taking the first blood very quickly. Welcome to Variable Stance. Have fun.
So anyways, I started shinging.
Yep.
You get to see McQuick here also taking a KO here, but it looks like Sunny Yokai is trying to take him out, but gets caught by. I'm guessing that's McQuick. No, that's not McQuick. That's Nerd. But gets KO'd again, and regardless, McQuick is literally fighting for his life out here. But he has the full stock of Sonic Trick now. We go over to Leon, looking to come in with the variable stance. Yep, variable stance after variable stance, catching both of them.
Yeah, that's really very solid positioning there from Leon, waiting for their opportunity to strike. Caught them both in the line and got the KO and Epone on another very good play here. As Wizardo's actually playing claws.
Here we go. Okay, this is where it's gonna get truly interesting now, because I would know this is a great stage for Claws. This is one of the good stages for Claws, in my opinion.
It is, but Wizardo needs to focus on getting their big weapon here. They definitely need their big weapon more than anything. I don't think engaging is good there as Swaggy comes in. Blast Barrier is active. Swaggy ends up finding the Epone there as the Blast Barrier gets popped. Wizardo now with big weapon can start causing some issues here with that large Gum Ghost, as well as that instant backbreak as well. That'll be an insta bind if you don't already get enough damage here.
Yes. Seeing that people are so focused on pretty much trying to fight right now, I think this would be the best time to get your big weapon.
It is indeed, and it looks like most of the lobby already has their big weapon because these weapons are very.
They're all running Berserker. That's why.
Yeah, Berserker is a big thing here as McQuick gets caught off guard. Oh, goes for the parry though, and Yokai just wasn't ready for it as McQuick opts to disengage. The variable stance comes in. McQuick just gonna focus on the drone and maybe come in with the Sonic Trick. I think he might have actually stole it there.
That should be it. Oh, but it gets out. He had the chance right there, and he almost got it. But we see a Shinobi Beast coming out, stealing that drone. Oh, never mind. Now he gets the drone. But it looks like he's definitely going to take focus on the main gimmick of this stage, which is the set drone.
Yeah, something we haven't talked about yet, the set drone and the power of the set drone. This is going to change the entire game. Obviously, I believe it's like double or triple damage.
Seeing that super fling over there means everybody is fighting. That means he has more priority, or almost had priority over the set drone, but it looks like he gets comboed into that blast barrier explosion, which was really cool, by the way.
Yeah, I love, dude, the Blast Barrier explosion is so fun when you actually get an Epone with it. It just feels so satisfying to do. And it looks like the set drone, I believe, is still standing. No one's, I don't think, taking it out. As I see Wizardo over there in the corner on it. Multiverse gets hit, and Wizardo is going to be the one to gain the set drone with the claws as well, which is very dangerous.
Yeah, this is a very scary player now. As I say that, he just gets shinged all the way home.
Yeah, unfortunately,
he just went to go pick up a New Jeans album.
Probably should have actually popped the Worst Nightmare there. That would have actually secured an Epone, and you would have had your Gum Ghost on cooldown, and now you give it to Swaggy, and Stowe is just getting bullied in this corner. Good lord, a double bind with laser. That's going to be 2 knockouts there. Oh, no, not 2 knockouts, just 1 there. Yokai able to escape here. Good blocks back and forth as the board comes in. Nerd in an engagement. They opt to disengage now, and just a constant fight as Nerd picks up the Epone, or I'm sorry, the KO.
Yeah, coming in with the last 20 seconds now. Let's see what can possibly go on here. You see a super fling is at the ready, but we don't know if he's gonna fire it or not. And he fires it straight at Leon.
Fires it at Leon and picks up Wizardo in the process, and McQuick is the one with the set drone. Not sure exactly when McQuick got it, but McQuick got it back, and with a near 9,000 point game, good lord.
Sheesh, what a lead. What a lead. The real question is who picked up EPOP Master? Multiverse. Okay.
Wow, okay. Wow.
That was the first game.
Yeah, that was an insane match. There is a lot of stuff to unpack after game 1, Ochi. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, a lot of variable stands happen. That's all I can see. That's all I saw.
Shing, 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 a lot of Sonic Trick, and a lot of I stole your Epone, deal with it happened in that game.
Yeah.
The positioning on some of these lasers, though, man, and some of these variable stances to catch multiple people at once, really, really good. And I gotta admit, seeing Wizardo play Claws, did not expect it.
I was not expecting Lizardo on Claws.
And they managed to pull off almost a 5.5 thousand point game, so that's still a really good game despite their plays.
Agreeable.
So, a lot of things can happen in game 2 here as we move to a map that's a little bit bigger, Ochi. And by a little bit bigger, I mean a lot bigger. So. Ochi, you good? Ochi, this is very, look at the sad Tanuki. It looks like a sad.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I'm gonna somebody. Did I mention that Eagle City is like the biggest stage in the game?
It is indeed. I was just looking at your VTuber model. They look so sad when you like walked away from the camera for a minute. Their eyes were drooping. They were just so sad. The Tanuki did not have any bread.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a voluntary bread break real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I need to get that bread break.
Yeah. I'll be right back. See ya. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding.
Just come back into frame. Oh my god. Anyways, Ochi, Eagle City, biggest map in the game. What are we thinking? What's the play besides shing 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 as usual?
This is the droner's paradise. This is Rocket Central. This is the Dragon's lair of maps. It all depends. I'm gonna say it all depends on who. Somebody's definitely gonna be joining really hard this game. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, absolutely. And it's going to be one of those things where you need to be able to find out who that is and interrupt their route if you can, because if you can't, oh boy, you are going to be in trouble as we get into this game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, this is gonna be a fun round for sure. I'm gonna assume somebody is gonna pick up a hammer, at least something with a rocket. Maybe we're gonna pick up Cerberus. Who knows?
I can see it.
We might see a trick ball. We might see a Cerberus. Who knows? Something with rockets is gonna have to show up at least once.
It could be honestly anything. I mean, who knows what it could be.
But then Super Fling also does really good here too, so we might still see a crush pop.
Especially more toward the middle of the map, if I'm not mistaken. Like if you're from the one under drone, it almost can. It doesn't quite reach to the other side of the other under drone, but it can hit the one in the middle at least, I believe. If you're standing right next to the one drone under, you know how there's the 3 drones.
Yeah.
I believe you can hit 2 of the 3 with Super Fling if you're right by the one, which is kind of dangerous if you position it right at the right time.
That's all that's like the most crucial thing is like placement and timing.
Yeah, as we get into it, Leon looking fabulous, by the way. As we get into that, as we get into seeing everybody's drip yet again, and here we go once again. Immediate start with McQuick. And the shing, shing, shing. The last one missed, though.
Oh, he's lucky that missed. He's so lucky that missed, because if not, oh boy. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, losing Sonic Trick early is not something you want to see if you're a board player. You really don't want to get hit out of that, considering what it can do. Oh, a counter break from Yokai. I don't even think they realized it. I think they just did it on instinct, and it actually ended up breaking Wizardo's weapon there, so that's actually to put Wizardo in a bad situation there. While,
almost Ultra Instinct's levels of action right there.
Yeah, it's just securing the drone there, which is very, very good, as now Leon engaging with Stowe and Multiverse below. The back attack there, the charge back attack, not going to be able to find any value there as the normal back attack. Multiverse just opting to get out of there with those variable stance dodges. Oh, but flies into a bind. Yeah.
What a bind. And now he's gone into the wall. He's stuck there for like the next 5 seconds.
And look at all the fighting actually happening in the middle of that map right now.
It's crazy.
4 players there, and Leon maybe just the one to escape there with the current point lead, at least in this game. Okay, looking for their next victim. The Shings are coming. Catches Stowe, and that is unfortunately going to be a very easy EPO. No! Ooh. That was...
Oh, he gets caught by the surprise dragon into Gumbo. Hey, yo, you love to see it. But also, dang, it sucks. But yeah, another thing about this stage, it's really easy to get to sneak up on somebody on this stage for how big it is.
Yeah,
that's another thing to take note of.
The one thing a lot of players have to be aware of here, you have to be aware of the radar here on this map, and a lot of players forget how the radar works. If they're red, they're basically right on top of you, but if it's yellow, they are above you. So that is something very important to note with that little radar on the bottom.
I don't think most people even know that.
Yeah, if it's blinking yellow, that means there's a player above you. Like that green just means there's a player in that general direction, and red obviously means they're right on top of you. So knowing to use that on this map is really important because it can keep you out of some really bad situations here. As you see, a massive fight breaking out in the corner, and A&W Nerd finds 1, maybe gonna find 2 here. No, not quite. Still alive though in that corner.
See, this is me. I would have threw a rocket over there already.
Yeah, I mean, but it looks like there's a lot of barriers and a lot of just parry fields just being used there.
Definitely, because everybody loves barrier. Everyone loves barriers. It's like everyone loves as the people call it, the GG barrier.
Yeah, it is the GG barrier. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot you can do, as the double bind should get a hit here. Yes, finds both with that. Very nice out there.
Jeez, what a bind.
And again, hitting 2 targets with that variable stance. Their positioning was perfect as the Shing into the bind. I'm so sorry, Stowe. That's it.
Shing, and I shing all the way home. As we love our variable stance. We love variable stance.
We do, but at the same time, we cringe at it every time, even though we love it. Yokai now fighting all the twins are fighting, Yoshi!
Oh my god, no, not like this. You should be working together. No, not like this. That was really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a really good break read there. Oh, Wizardo though! Look,
speaking of breaks.
Oh,
and it gets stolen by McQueen. Was that McQueen? No, it was the Swaggy. My bad.
Might have been Swaggy there. Oh, unfortunately, Wizardo did not go for the double break read there. And is gonna suffer, not gonna be able to pick up Swaggy. They're gonna have to use the barrier. The Shing's coming in. Leon looking for blood. Yokai comes in. Can Wizardo find a opponent or at least a KO? No, unfortunately, they're not gonna be able to at the end of the game there. But oh man, yeah, that game happened about. Yeah, that was a game that happened as expected.
All comes down to EPOM Master. I'm sure we know who got it.
Yeah. Leon was just giving no mercy that entire game, stealing everything, the shing into the gum shot, and it was GG.
GG's with the shing and the GG barrier. You cannot lose.
It's really hard to. It's really hard to. Well, that's it for Eagle City, Ochi. That was game 2, and that was, I feel, more hectic than the last game. There were way more fights happening on such a big stage than I think was expected.
Indeed, it was everywhere. When I'm in the strings, all I hear is shing.
Well, we are moving into our last stage, so this is going to be the last game, and then we will crown our Ninja God 4 Invitational Ninja God, whoever that would be. But our last stage, she's going to bring us to Croissant Arena. Croissant, yes. Croissant. We're going to end up taking this to a stage that's very similar in size to Eagle City, but also very empty, if you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of places, very, very big open spaces around almost every drone in this area. So there's not a lot of
There's a whole lot of nothing in those areas.
There's not a lot of places to hide. I mean, obviously you can.
That's debatable.
I mean, debate. We play a ninja game where we can turn into objects on the wall, so yes, that is very debatable. But in terms of places to hide on this map, you're really not gonna have a solid opportunity to do that compared to the obstructions on Eagle City, where there are more objects kind of in the way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really is divided into those, obviously, those four corners. So finding the biggest fight can be a challenge sometimes, especially because it will take you so long to get from one to the
There's
other.
not a lot of visibility in
Yeah.
Quasso Arena, so yeah, it's if you're so like you said earlier, if you are behind, it's gonna take a good while to you to catch up because it's always really hard to find someone in the Croissant Arena.
Yeah, it is indeed. And again, you do want to make sure you get as many fights as possible on Croissant Arena, as well as keeping a solid drone rotation. Again, like you said, Ochi, like I said earlier, you get behind, you're going to be in trouble. And
yes, sorry.
Hey, I'm okay with it. You know me.
I was looking at the chat and it was like Quasso Arena, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, yup. Stream chat in a nutshell. We love them. We love stream chat.
Yes, sir. We won't be here without you guys.
That is very true. That is very true. As we get into our last game, Ochi. All right, out of these 8, who's winning? Who's taking first place? Commentator's curse.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Leon. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw Leon out there. If commentators
Yeah,
curse
Leon's looking pretty strong right now. If they get another first place lead, if they get first place in this game again, it's pretty much guaranteed.
it's pretty much going to be guaranteed. Yeah, I feel that as well. So hopefully commentator's curse isn't real and Leon plays well.
Yeah. So Leon, you got the pressure of 10,000 pieces of bread on your back.
That's a lot of bread. I don't how much would 10,000 pieces of bread weigh?
That's a
like genuine question.
That's a good question. But you got a whole lot of carbs on your back now. Good luck.
You have a whole lot. Yeah, it'll take a while to burn off all those carbs. All right, Here we go.
But yeah, final round. Open the game.
Open the game.
I'm sorry, I had to. They kept saying in the chat, I'm a big JoJo nerd. I had to say.
No, you know what? It's fair. I understand. As we get into the beginning of our game, looks like Leon versus Yokai is going to be our first engagement, and unfortunately, Yokai definitely did not have the camera turned in the right direction. And Leon just able to take that out. That's why you got to make sure you keep your camera on a swivel on this map as Multiverse.
I guess they took that to heart. I guess they heard us and they taking it to heart.
Yeah, as we see Stowe engaging, possibly in the corner. No, Multiverse actually going to opt to disengage, looking for a steal there. Manages to find one, but is going to get KO'd by A&W Nerd there, who I think got the other 2 in that engagement here. We see Stowe looking for that drone rotation, is going to opt to go backwards. So we're going to see maybe a board v board in the corner. No, we're actually not going to, as Wizardo is going to get the hit and a very solid break. They're also playing a Scrap Saber, it looked like.
Oh, yep, indeed they are. Ring Chop personified.
Yeah, very solid hit there. Stowe coming off a respawn there. We're going to jump over, though, for the moment to Multiverse, and it looks like there is a fight breaking out in that corner. A&W Nerd looking for the Sonic trick, finds nobody there, but oh my god, Stowe came in and I think knocked out 2 there. That was nasty.
Yeah, Leon's still looking like they have a big lead over everybody else. So I wonder what is everybody else going to do about that. Probably, who knows? What we get to see. What a swipe!
The Lion was Swaggy got wall splatted. Yeah, the wall splat unfortunately spelled Swaggy's demise there, and McQuick getting some solid points. Looked like they struggled to get down there as they started to ride. The board got caught on the wall, but McQuick.
They rode the rave a little too hard there.
No!
Break.
That's
crazy. He's going on a killing spree right now.
Oh, he did it again! He dodged
what a catch!
He dodged the shing. He's not going to be able to get the kill, though. McQuick has to disengage here. Does not want to be caught between.
We got to get out of there.
Players. They're really good points from McQuick there. And you see Yokai really struggling right now. They haven't been able to get much. They haven't really been able to find any purchase going throughout this match here. It seems they're struggling, just still under 1,000 points the last time we saw them.
It seems like but Quick got into an engagement with Leon, but Leon opted to switch out and catches.
Oh no!
Oh, he get caught
Dance.
by the disco, but still gets Epon. So this should be a one hefty Epon for Rosado there.
Yeah, Multiverse now looking like they're on the struggle bus right now. Oh no, the dragon! Where did that come
Surprise
from?
dragon!
Stone's just
Surprise
gone.
dragon!
The dragon just came through the wall and it said, "See ya, Stone. I don't know why you're there." Leon again with the variable stance, just doing everything in its power.
Barrier is up and ready to go.
Yeah, tries to fight McQuick there. Actually, if I'm Leon, I'm taking that fight against the Shinobi Beast because I have barrier. That beast is gonna.
Yeah, I have barrier. I'm fight. I see a beast. I'm going for it.
Yeah, nice conversion there from Yokai to put some points on the board. Unfortunately, they don't really have a lot of time left, OG. We are under a minute left in this game as McQuick wins the big weapon draw onto Swaggy. He has to use wide attacks, though, because the barrier is up on Swaggy, which means McQuick is not going to be able to secure any damage off of that. Looks like McQuick tried to get one onto Leon. Might be dropping through the top there as Swaggy gets this drone in the corner for free. Looking like, oh, getting hit from behind. Is that Leon or Yokai? It's actually both of them in that corner.
Yokai. It was Yokai. It was. I think it was Leon first, and then Yokai came in after. I couldn't really see.
Yeah, Yokai putting in some big points there. Got really improved up on that board a little bit in terms of points, but unfortunately, 10 seconds left and might just be out of reach as the early burst comes in there, and everybody just disengages, and Yokai finds nobody there as McQuick using the wide attack to actually knock people away. A really good call there, and a very solid game to end for a lot of these players.
But we see Swaggy in first place, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Still going to be moving up to 5th.
Oh, but Swaggy gets the Epon Master at the last second. Whoops, on Yokai.
Yeah, and so did Yokai, which I believe is the first double Epon Master we've seen the entire tournament, and it comes in the last game, so that absolutely can shake up results a little bit here. But with some consistency and points, I think top 4 is anybody's game right now. There's been some very different things. The angry gumshoe sticker, by the way, we have to appreciate the angry gumshoe sticker at the end.
That was a wild last match.
That was hot.
Swaggy took the W in that last game, but where does that put Swaggy on the board? Because Leon still had a very solid game there, and especially with them dropping, I think it was nearly 9,000 the first game. Or was that McQuick? That was McQuick, I think.
Yeah, it was McQuick at the last second.
Yeah, someone dropped 9,000 points, and then Leon had that really big game too. So honestly, these scores are going to be anybody. I think there's a general feeling of maybe at least one. But I'm interested to see where the scores tally up, because theirs was some very surprising play from these players, even with all the variable stances and Sonic Trick, Jimmy.
Absolutely, I agree with you. There was just, double blinds, there were just double Epons. There was just such a high level game to me.
Yeah, it was very, very frantic. I feel like at high level, Ninja is a very frantic game, which makes commentating it, Ochi, I know you love it. It's very exciting in that regard.
It's always exciting commentating, for sure.
Oh yeah, my heart rate was up, for sure.
I noticed this time we didn't see any big group Epons though, as we normally do in typical.
Yeah, where's my I dropped 6 with Super Flame? Come on.
Right.
Yeah, it was too many barriers. There's no way. It was too many barriers. No way somebody can get a 6 Epon with 5 barriers active at the same time.
Yeah.
Alright, we're cooking up our final scoreboard.
I'll take a minute to get the results. The Jimmy tourney.
The little Jimmy tournament?
I guess. Thanks, Hunter.
The Jimmy tourney.
It's gonna be the best tourney then.
I mean, you're here, so it has to be the best tourney, right? This is a fun fact for those in the chat. This is the first time Jimmy and I have met.
Touché. It's like we've known each other for a long time, though.
It feels that way. It always feels like that way with the Gung Ho team, though. I feel like you guys are always so close knit.
We got it like that.
That's the key to success with the community.
W
indeed. All right.
Ooh, ow. What?
I don't know why I just keep rolling I just keep rolling a d20 on the side. I don't know why.
You getting ready for your D&D session?
It's later tonight. Yeah.
And watching, you're not gonna run a single. You're not gonna roll a single D20. I'm sorry.
That's fine because I'm the DM.
You're not gonna. You're gonna. Okay, since you're the DM, you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll like one D20 at least.
Yeah. No. Well, we have fun. I have a nice group for my D&D stuff later. We actually.
Man.
Are you
using? You gotta, if you need an extra spot, let me know. I want to do some more D&D.
Yo, I got you. I'll tell you what though, man. I've had it's nice to be back, but I have been. November is usually one of the months where it is super busy for me.
A word.
Because there's a lot of birthdays that happen in November. My mother's, mine, and my sister's. Very soon, within a week, to be my sister's daughter. So I'm gonna have a niece in 2 weeks.
Ooh, congrats.
So that's crazy.
Yo, Jimmy, you think you got what it takes to be the next Ninja God?
Ooh. I mean, everybody does. So I guess in that sense, I am as well, right?
Yeah. Fair enough point. That's the type of stuff we need to become a Ninja God in the first place. So yeah, you got it right. You're on track.
I think the mindset's there.
The mindset is definitely there. It's what you need. Show.
It's all about the mindset.
Love. I appreciate the love.
Oh, we have fun here. You all know that.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Do we have the results?
Let's see.
Moment. We'll be there.
Moments away.
Oh, moments away.
The anticipation.
We're moments away.
I love it. I love it.
Gotta have a little drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
Well, while we're waiting, everybody watching, make sure to follow our socials at Mandela.
Yeah.
Get the most recent updates. We'll also be posting more info on the winners here as well. So.
All right.
Oh, moments away. Trust me, it's inching towards us.
Let's go.
Jimmy, if Booker says if Jimmy Booker says if they got in the tournament, you can as well. So
okay, there we go. That's the support I need. Thank you, Booker. Shout outs to you. All right.
Panelists.
Oh wait, let's see.
Alrighty. In fourth place. Gotta have Allie do the honors here.
In first place, we got Leon with 21,040 points. In second place, we got Swaggy MVP with 18,656 points. In our third place, we got Lightning McQuick with 18,640. And in fourth, we got Ninja Hoverboy with 15,775.
Gotta say that fourth place was literally anybody's game.
Yes.
But our top three, that's a gap. That's a bit of a point gap.
That is a gap indeed.
Yeah. But really well played from all these players.
Yeah.
There was
what
all the games, especially Grands. I mean, they were all wild games in general. So that was crazy to see. It literally wasn't anybody's, especially after seeing that game too and how much that scoreboard shifted. What a fantastic game they were.
Yeah, and we actually got Leon on here to do a little post-tourney interview. Leon, hello.
Would you like to speak?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What are your closing tourney thoughts, your feelings? How are you? How are you holding up?
Let's go, first of all. And second of all, thank you for everyone who believed in me, and also thank you for not believing me. I was glad I was here today to prove you wrong.
Definitely out there with a statement.
Shout out to my teammates, shout out to my friends. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Talking to you,
Aw.
J-Rob, DJ, Ariel, Sue. I'm glad I could be here to put on a show.
Amazing. You got some past Ninja God help, I see. That's good.
Yeah.
Leon
As you should.
heavily connected with the multiple sides of the community internationally. So
Yeah, of course, you know I got connections. Yeah,
absolutely,
I'm
you
Mr.
have to.
Mr. Worldwide, literally. Hello, how do you think I got here?
Yeah, you have the self-proclaimed anti-ambassador on your side too.
Yeah. Shout out to Whoa DJ on Twitch. Go tune in later. The real thing. We go again. Tokyo Revengers Tourney Battle of November 12th.
Yes, tune into that later on today.
Double random real.
Yes.
We got both of those, literally. The Ninja God.
Well,
Alrighty.
amazing. Thank you so much to Leon
Thank you.
and
Thank you for
all the
having me.
players that were here.
Thank you
Yes,
for
thank
giving me this
you.
opportunity.
Of
Absolutely.
course. Congrats.
Man, oh man, time flies.
Time does fly. It's already.
It does. It's already
It does.
Well, you
44.
guys are Pacific, so it's 1 o'clock for you.
Yeah,
Nice.
lucky you
2
guys.
o'clock for you. 4:30 over here.
I know.
It's time for dinner is what it's time for. No,
Word.
Well, I guess on that note, I guess that wraps up another fantastic Ninja God Invitational. In the meantime, we have a lot of community events coming up for you all, so stay tuned and make sure and keep an eye out for the Ninja God Finals with our top 4 from Ninja God 3 and our top 4 from Ninja God 4 this tournament.
That's gonna be
Ooh.
big. That'll be fun.
It will be fun. I'm excited. I'm really excited. But yes, until then, are you guys all ready to close off with our signature Ninja sign off?
Are we? Yeah.
That includes you, Leon.
Yeah, it
Count
does.
us
Yeah,
down.
no, you have to. Yeah, you have to be part
You
of
have
it.
to,
Sorry.
you're here. You're obligated to say it.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Honorary ambassador, yeah.
Yes.
That just comes with being a god.
You want to count us down, Leon?
Of course. From what number exactly?
From 3.
3, 2, 1.
Ninja!
Ninja!
Let's go.
Alright, bye,
Thank you, guys.
Have a good
DJ
one.
Nation.
Later.
everyone.